Bada boom. Okay. Wait, why am I still so low on the camera? Why is my camera still so low?
That's fine.
No,
What's up?
look, I'm
I
like,
I see your face. I mean,
I just don't understand why it's like cropped that way.
I don't.
I
I don't know
can.
what to tell you, man. Yeah, listen to Cost. He said get a booster seat.
Is
I
that?
think that's
Am I sitting
that.
lower? No, I'm not. Okay, it's just the cropping. All right, hang on. I'm gonna fix this live. I hope this isn't gonna just break everything by
We're,
putting this over this
we're
window.
we're doing it live.
Okay, okay. I fixed it on the other screen, but not on this one for some reason. I'm not actually this short.
Hey, Cost. I heard you had a puppy party at your house over the weekend.
All right, you ready? Three, two,
Jealous.
one.
Are we not live?
Hey, there we go. No, we've been
There we go.
live.
Okay. I was like,
We've been
are
live.
we
I just
starting? Was I?
like
I'm about. No.
we already done been started, bro. Puppy
Nice.
parties, legit, so many.
So many doggo.
And if you'd like to see the other side of this conversation, people who end up watching this on YouTube, you'll have to check out the channel. Hmm.
Yeah. Can you
Come
look
watch
back
the.
at what
Yeah,
happens in the comments on the channel? Okay, I didn't
yeah,
even know
yeah.
that.
When you watch a like when you go to a channel and you go to the video section and you bring up
Mhm,
a past jeez,
mhm.
bring up a past broadcast. If you actually like go to the video section and do it that way instead of just like letting it play the last one for you, um, it'll show you chat and everything too,
Mhm.
so you can
Okay,
go
cool.
and like see what people were talking about. Or if you watch like an
Nice.
old broadcast of um, a good example is like rebroadcasts of like events,
Mhm.
like game award shows and stuff like that. You can go back and see like what is chat actually getting hype about.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah,
Good to know. Yeah.
yep, good system.
The the more you know,
Yeah,
huh?
dude. There's a lot of really good stuff in Twitch, and I think like a lot of say like a lot of my friends, like most of y'all don't use Twitch that
Oh.
much. Hey, look at that
Well,
sub.
you just got a sub. Look at that.
Hey, look at that.
I was there. I feel
You
like
were
I'm a
there.
part of this now.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah, yeah, so there's a lot of stuff there's a lot of stuff on Twitch that what do you call it? There's a lot of really good features on there.
Mhm, mhm,
There's a lot of also like secondary like programs and features and stuff that you can mess with I'm trying to think of stuff. I think like one of the best and like simplest things that they added was like the poll system.
mhm.
So like how we were doing when we were doing the world creation, just like
Yeah,
putting a
that was
poll up
fun.
in chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That makes it more interactive for the chat too, which is fun because I feel like I've never been a huge like Twitch watcher, but
Hmm.
I always like it more when if I am watching a stream, like if they're interacting with the comments on the crowd. And like I just feel like it's hard when like the people are super popular and they have like 1,000 people watching, right? It's like they're saying something and then it's immediately just like flying past in the chat. It's like they don't get to respond to all the stuff. So
Yeah, a lot of times like on those channels, it's just you get to be the part of the wall of text, right? You
yeah,
just
yeah.
spam the memes and whatever that everybody else is spamming, and like you're just contributing to the like you're just contributing
That's
to Chat
fandom.
Thulu,
Yeah, yeah.
the beast, the beast of a million eyes, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times it can be that. even with big streams though, sometimes like there's plenty of big streamers that like take the time and actually like talk to chat, and
Yeah,
they'll go
what
and
I don't
like read stuff out and just have
yeah,
conversations. And I think
what I
that's
don't
really cool.
understand is how they like can keep track of like what the people are saying. It's like because it seems like they'll respond to like everyone a little bit. Do they just like scroll back up through the chat, or like I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that if it's like constantly like just updating with all these different people, you know?
It depends, and also like just because there's like a lot of people in chat doesn't necessarily mean that chat is going crazy.
Mm.
So there's plenty of streams like I think probably one of the better examples is like Co-Carnage. He does a really good job of like talking to chat and
Hmm.
like interacting with his chat. He streams like morning time, and then he does like a second stream in the evening. Um, I haven't watched many of the evening streams because usually I'm on around that time. But like for the morning streams, like chat's pretty chill. So I mean, sometimes it goes crazy. And like there's tools for that. Like if chat's going real crazy, then and you want to make sure that you're actually like keeping up with it and not just like let the kids run around and they'll get it out of their systems. Then you can always put the channel in slow mode.
Oh,
Wow.
we got
Yeah.
another subscribe, man.
Nice. Thank
That's
you.
good. That's good. That's good.
Appreciate it.
That's good.
It's good
Right?
stuff.
Yeah.
So, just so everybody knows, so since this is the first stream of the month, is it? Did I? No. Yes,
Yeah.
it's the first stream of the
I
month.
I mean, I don't know.
Um,
Yesterday maybe?
so if you have Amazon Prime, two things. There's two things that I'll say at the top of this. One, if you have Amazon Prime, then if you connect your Amazon account to your Twitch account, it gives you one free subscription at the beginning of every month that you can use on. It's like a token for a
Uh-huh.
subscription that you can use on any account you want.
Oh, that's kind of
Any
cool.
any account on Twitch that you want.
Any one of them.
This one, any one of them.
Any
So
any one.
anyone that is this one.
Mhm.
So yeah, but oh, the other thing about that is that it doesn't automatically renew. It just gives you the
Mm.
token every month. So if you, let's say for example, wanted to use a Twitch Prime, which is hilarious because it still shows up in chat as Twitch Prime, but they renamed it to Prime Gaming, so it's just a Prime subscription, but
Mhm.
it still shows up in chat as Twitch Prime, so they haven't completely rebranded it yet. um, but yeah, if you want to use a Twitch Prime sub on, let's say, this channel, um, at the end of the month when like December 1st rolls around, then you have to do it again. You have to just come back and click the button. But that won't be a problem because you'll be coming back every week anyway, right? Yeah. So
Of
anyway, so
course.
that's how that works. Um, and what is a subscription? What do you get for that? So I guess three things I was going to mention. Um, so basically, right now, I have one emote on the channel.
Mhm.
Um,
Got to work on that, man.
we if we get five more subs, then we get a second emote. So
Mm.
it's at we're currently at 10 subs. We need 15 for the second emote.
Mm.
There's also a 9.99 sub and a 24.99 sub. I
Mhm.
don't unless you just want to give me and Twitch, but more so me extra money. Don't, because I don't have emotes for those yet.
Mm.
Whenever a certain somebody costs gets around to making those emotes, then you know, I honestly
It'll be I hope.
just make whatever and then send it to me, and then
Mm.
I'll look at it when I upload it.
You got to Photoshop the shit out of it, Cos.
So, I mean,
Like, I want food
I
riding a dragon.
it's that's gonna be too
Like,
hard to.
and I want it in like what's that, like 40 pixels or less? Like,
You could make it like a two-part emote where I'm like, it's like a dragon's back, and then the lower emote, like it goes like one emote and then a bottom emote, and the bottom emote is the
yeah,
dragon, and then the top
I-
emote is me,
it it's
and
like
then
those
like
horse costumes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Or yeah, it's just like me riding a dragon, but like if you want the tail section of the dragon, then that's the 9.99. But the body of the dragon with me on it is the 24.99. Something ridiculous. Some like ridiculous. Why are you doing this kind of meme? I'm good with that.
hire someone to draw a dragon, or you're gonna be riding the stock image of a dragon.
Stock image text. Yeah. No text. Text is not allowed. Well, meh, it's not supposed to be allowed, but I still see a lot of emotes with text. But anyway, not hiring anybody to do anything. Nobody's getting paid here. I'm not even getting paid yet here.
Just get your calligraphy
Yet.
pen out, Fuge,
Yet.
and draw a dragon.
I can't draw anything. Are you kidding me?
Just draw Trogdor.
No. Trogdor's probably copyrighted.
Probably.
Probably. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so subscription, yeah, if I ever for some reason put the channel in sub only mode, then you
Sub.
would not be able to talk unless you're subscribed. But like, why would I do
Um,
that? I'm not gonna do that. I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna do that. Um,
yeah, it seems like you're alienating some of the audience if you do that, huh?
well, so the only reason to do that is to put up a paywall to talk. So some streamers will do that if they're doing like story games where people might be tempted to
Ah,
come in and spoilers them.
gotcha.
So then it's like, okay, well, you can come and try to spoil, but like you're gonna have to pay at least $5 to try to spoil it.
Look how Koss just posts all of
Yeah,
his emojis that he has with text.
yeah. So, yeah, there's a few with text on them. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I think it's letters. I think that's what it is. You can't do ones that are like just a letter because people were using them to spell things and
Mm.
get around the auto mod.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
sneaky people.
yeah. But yeah, so that and then the third thing was that like once we start like doing the game, whenever we do shows, I'm not gonna like shout out subs or anything um while we're actually like playing the game, just because I want people
Takes away from the
like
RP.
it takes away from the RP. Like it's a little bit more relevant in the games that like keep you in the narrative 100% of the time. This game kind of you bounce back and forth between it.
Mhm.
But like for example, if we were doing what do you call it? Um Dungeon World or D&D, both of those can like a lot of the time just keep you in the narrative for like long stretches, and it makes for, in my opinion, like as somebody who watches like shows like this, um it just makes for a better viewing experience to not have people like talking to chat or like calling stuff out or things like that. Like if you can just stay and do the scene. So just for that reason, just so you guys know, I don't want anybody to get like disappointed if you like decide to drop some bits or drop a sub or whatever during the middle of the show. Or if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to like you find the show that way and you come in live, just so everybody knows,
We're not ignoring you.
I'm not ignoring
We
you. I see you and holy shit, I appreciate it. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, housekeeping aside. So, Dylan, I cut you off because the pre-show You were
Pre-show.
starting to tell me the pre-show. You were I think the pre-show is a show that's already on. I think somebody does a pre-show. Yes,
Oh,
Twitch
is
does a
that
pre-show.
copyrighted?
Yeah.
We're not allowed to say pre-show.
I mean, we can say it, but it's not
The
like the pre.
pre-show.
Yeah. Anyway, so you were starting to tell me that like you liked something about
Mm.
something.
Yeah. So from when we were playing Ironsworn last time, I think it took us a little bit to get into the game, right? But
Yeah, it did.
once we actually got started, which is understandable. I mean, it's a book. You got to read the rules ahead of time and kind of
Mhm.
learn. It would be the same for anyone their first time playing D&D and everything. So, um, but what I liked about it was like, and I don't know if it's always going to be this way, but it's kind of like you get to build your own story for
Yeah.
these characters that you made and like play through it as you move through the campaign. And I kind of like that idea because it makes it fun, because it's like if you want to do like a specific type of campaign, you can kind of tailor it to be that way, be like, oh, like if you want to make it funny or something, it's like, oh, I'm a hobo on the street and I want to like join a clown college or something. Like, I don't know, you can kind of use that and build your story in that direction, and then use these tables to um, like see the outcomes of what your decisions are. And I kind of like that idea about the game. um
Yeah, 100%. Like I completely agree with you. Sorry, I'm trying to flip through a bunch of like
no, that's fine.
because I
I
only
mean,
have two monitors and I really need six monitors to do everything that I'm doing at once. But like
yeah.
it's gonna be a hot minute before these subs add up to four more monitors.
Yeah, no, I
But
just think it's a cool idea, and I like the way that they or that the game is set up to play.
yeah.
Um and I think it helps that you have or at least when we were playing, that we had each other to like bounce ideas off of, because then it's not like you're entirely like playing it like entirely by yourself might be a little bit different than this, because it's almost like this is the first time I've ever played any kind of RP without a DM, right? And
Yeah.
it's kind of like we can almost be each other's DMs a little bit. Like we're like, oh, well, but what if it's like this? And then it's like, oh yeah, I like that idea, and then we kind of just go that direction.
Yeah, it's a lot more the co-op form of this game is a lot more collaborative
Yeah.
than like Dungeons and Dragons or even the guided mode
Hmm.
is.
Hmm.
Um because the guided mode is basically like anytime you would roll to ask the oracle or roll to like see what happens with something, the DM or the GM whatever
Hmm.
um
Hmm.
like decides what happens, right?
Hmm.
They can roll on an oracle table if they want. The oracle tables are still a part of the game, but they can roll on it if they want to try to like get inspiration, but ultimately it's them playing the like DM role.
Hmm.
um with co-op it's a little different because it's with co-op it's a little different because there is that back and forth. Like you said, like there is a little bit of like, okay, well my character's in this scene and I'm doing this thing and I'm like thinking about this, but like as a player who's like character is not in the scene, you can still participate. there's not that
Hmm.
there's not that that thing that happens in D&D in D&D and Pathfinder and other games where um like maybe your character's not like particularly invested in a scene, or
Hmm.
maybe you're just not there at all, and then like you have nothing to contribute. It's every scene somebody can people can participate, people can contribute. And there's a few other games that do let like try to alleviate that by having more like game mechanics that are on the player side rather than on the character level.
Mhm.
Or, sorry, I should say that they're player level mechanics and not character level mechanics. Um, there's a system called Fate where you have like tokens that you can spend to like have certain narrative things happen. Um, and like each of the players has a pool of like these like fate points that they can use when they really want to like upgrade a die or something on a roll, or they can spend a fate point to upgrade somebody else's roll even if they're not there, even if their character's not in the scene, they can do that. But whenever you spend that point, it goes over to the DM to use to upgrade one of their rolls if they want, whenever they want to use it.
Mm,
So it's like a back and forth currency,
I
right?
see.
Where
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So there's a
A
few.
double-edged sword.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's like saying I'm gonna tip the scales of fate. Yes, literally that's what that comes from. So
Uh,
it's like I'm gonna tip the scales in this particular situation to like say, okay, I want to try to make a more assured outcome in this sense.
mhm,
Um, but like in doing that, I'm giving the DM or like the adversaries basically the ability to also do that back to us later.
mhm.
So
Right.
Fate's a really interesting one.
Is that in this game?
No, no, that's not in
Okay.
this
Yeah.
game. That's a
Gotcha.
different, that's a completely different like rule
Okay.
set.
Gotcha.
And it's I think Fantasy Flight, maybe not. I don't
Fantasy
remember.
football?
Fantasy
What?
Flight.
No.
They make board games. But they made a lot of board games and like a bunch of role playing games. But maybe no, I don't. Maybe I don't think it's Fantasy Flight. Anyway, I don't remember who makes Fate. But
Hmm.
there's Fate and then Fate Accelerated. Fate Accelerated is like a bit of a, if I'm recalling this correctly, a bit of a parse down version of the Fate rules. Fate is like a very broad rule set that you can play a lot of different types of games in, a lot of different genres. It's like really really broad.
Fate
Fate
Accelerated sounds like an anime name.
Fate yeah, it does. Um, Fate Accelerated is a like parsed down version of the rules where it's like a little bit, it's like a rules light version. Like if you were to go from like D&D 3.5 edition to
Mhm,
5e to Dungeon
mhm,
World, like you're just cutting like large like books worth of rules out with each step. That's kind of the
mhm.
difference between, as I understand it. I've never played either one of them, but I've seen Fate Accelerated played. As I
Okay.
understand it, Fate to Fate Accelerated is somewhat like that. I don't know. That might be wrong, but anyway, Fate's super cool, but it also uses really weird and dumb dice that are like have symbols and are like cancel each other out and stuff, and is apparently super fun to play in person because you get to like play with dice, but they're not regular like d6s or d10s or d20s. So like that doesn't it, I don't we're not going to play any of that on
D19.
here. No, it's
Whoa.
not the number of sides, it's that they have weird symbols on them.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like
so like
runes.
so we'd have to do a whole episode 0 where we talk, yeah, basically, where we'd just be talking about the dice and like how to read the dice, because like we would roll
Mhm.
something and being like, I don't
I've got
fucking
a
know what that
penguin
means.
and a heart. What do I do?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean basically yes. Like there's triumphs and despairs and hits and misses and like, and they cancel each other out, and then like you have different like colored dice, and like the different colors of die have like better or worse like weighted results on them. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But there's a few other games that I want to play after we're done with our Ironsworn. So I'm thinking like, I know Muffin when he comes back from jail. I mean he's definitely not in jail.
what? Mm,
Whenever Muffin gets back from his vacation, um
mm,
we're going to, I'm sure he's going to want to play something, and it's probably going to be a D&D. So we'll have this time spot, we'll probably go back to that. And then
mhm,
I'm thinking about, as long as my work schedule stays steady,
mhm.
maybe doing a like Sunday afternoon or something show, like a little
Mhm.
bit earlier in the day,
Sure.
or maybe like a Friday night show. But I'd hate to like tie up a whole cast's Friday night. So like,
Mhm.
or every week, you know? So I don't
Mhm.
know. We'll figure it out. But I'm thinking about adding a
Yeah,
second
that's a tough one.
show where we have like one ongoing thing,
Mhm.
and then like a second show where we do stuff like this, where we'll like, all right, so for this month we're gonna play this game, and then next month we'll play a different game, and like every month we
Yeah.
do a different game.
Mm.
I think
Yeah, I
that
mean
I think that'd be cool.
that's pretty cool. As long as it's games that you can do like, I mean, one shots or just like a few weeks in, which I'm
Yeah,
sure there's a lot of games that you can do that in. You know.
I can think of. I want to say I have like four games in mind that I
Mhm.
think would make decent short runs. This was one of them. So I have like three more that I'm thinking of. That I think would be good for like shorter runs. I'm
Okay.
not yeah, I'm not 100% though. And then the thing is like getting a cast together for like certain days.
Yeah,
So
I think that's the hardest part. Really, is people are unreliable.
it's always the hardest part. And like that's the
The
thing, like
game's always gonna be there. It's the
yeah.
players.
And yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I know you guys aren't like, you guys have like jobs and lives and stuff, and you're not like and well, I mean, I'm not either. A professional streamer, so
Mm.
like, it's not like we're
Yeah.
just like, yeah, of course you're gonna be online at your computer like every day. Like, why wouldn't you be, right? So like, y'all got stuff to do. I know. Um, but I'll put the call out. I realized I put the post up on the Discord last time for like trying to find people for this show,
Mhm.
and I put it in the announcements channel, and then I went and looked at the announcements channel, and the announcements channel was apparently members only, like members and up only. So the like 60, 70 some odd people that are in that Discord that are just like
Whoa.
unranked because like they just hopped in, right? Yeah, none of them got that. So I was like, oh, well. And then like that includes all the people from like the World of Warcraft guild and like a bunch of
Ah,
people that just like haven't been on in forever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
live and learn.
whoops.
It's okay, food.
I
You
thought
still
about
got
just
me.
reposting it. I was like, maybe I'll just
Yeah,
repost it. But I didn't
that's a good
realize for
idea.
like
Honestly, I mean, just do
yeah.
that.
I didn't realize for I want to say it was like 2 weeks or something.
Mm.
I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. No wonder zero people. No, that's what it was. It's because
Straight
straight
out
up.
of no notifications.
Yeah, yeah, basically. Yeah, no, that's what it was. Is because I at Ald or at everyone or at Heerd like the channel, and
Mhm.
then I think a couple of days later, as I was talking to one of the guys from the WoW Guild about it in the other Discord, and I was like, yeah, I put a post up saying like if anybody was interested, and he was like, I didn't say anything. I was like, why didn't he
It's like
see anything?
you
Like
blind.
everybody should have
Like,
seen that notification. That's why I don't like at everyone very often.
Mhm.
I use it from time to time, but I don't do it very often because it sends everybody a notification even if you have the server muted, and you like
Mm.
normally wouldn't see like updates and get notifications for like somebody posting some random crap in general, or yeah. So but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure that out when we get there. For now, um oh, you said something earlier that oh yeah, you said it'd be interesting to see like what the game would play like solo, or like how that would feel to play the game solo.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, and I'm so glad that I remembered literally 20 minutes later. So, this Saturday,
Excited.
I wanted to stream something different, and I couldn't think of anything to stream different that wasn't the usual WoW or like Fall Guys or something. So I streamed a solo game of Ironsworn. Yeah. So if you missed that, that'll be up in the VODs. I was debating whether or not I wanted to post it on YouTube because it was like really long, and it was kind of just like a one-off. Um, I might, but like I don't want
Got to
to
do it now.
I don't want to overwork our new editor, who I'm not paying. So, you know what I mean? So, out of the goodness of his heart, he's like cutting the breaks in the intro and outro out of the show for YouTube, because I am concerned that the music that we're using on the intro, the outro, and the breaks might get like copyright matched.
Copyright
Although
strike.
it's copyright free music. So like it specifically says copyright free and royalty free. So I'm like, it should be fine, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know either. Hang on, I gotta feed my dog real quick. Give me like 2 minutes.
The level of professionalism.
It's important, and I always forget.
It
And
is important. How do you
I'll
always
still,
forget to
like,
feed your dog? What the heck?
I don't forget. I only forget on Mondays when we do this.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
look here.
What?
See it? She came in from outside just to come eat the food. Look at that.
Nice. I mean, we can't see it, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, listen to that.
Okay, listen to you feed your dog.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I did a solo game of Ironsworn. It was pretty good. It honestly, I should have eaten before the stream, and that was my fault. That was really the only problem, was that it took an hour and a half to make the character, which it really shouldn't have. I was just like not it just wasn't coming to me very quickly, I guess. And then the other thing was that I did an entire vow. So I did
Oh,
a
really?
yeah, I did
Wow.
an entire vow like in one sitting. I think it was dangerous.
That's pretty good, right?
No,
I
it
mean,
was troublesome. We did a troublesome vow, and I did like a couple of nested things inside of it. So we have a couple of things up on the map. Um, bloop, bloop. So we have a couple of extra things up on the map, and that's the interesting thing about like doing stuff with like this setup. So I think I mentioned it before, where um I said we might come back one episode and there just be like more things on the map. Well, there's two more things on the map now. There is the town of Lost River, and there is the Temple of the Owl. So I had a little adventure with a character named Talus, who I will probably from time to time come back to. And well, long story short, there was an artifact that was taken from the inside of an ancient temple and cursed a town. And we swore an oath to, or we swore an iron vow to to find a cure for the sickness, not realizing that it was a curse. Figured out at step one was figuring out like the cause and a solution. And then step two was to get to the temple, and step three was to get through the temple to return to return it to the altar. So step one ended up being like social conversations with like a couple of people to try to figure out like what's going on and what we're doing. Step two was travel. So we did like a little bit of like exploration. And then in three, we dug out the rules for the Delve expansion, and we did a little mini dungeon.
nice.
So yeah, that's pretty good.
So can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. My dog is zooming. She just ate, so she's got to run around the house and growl really loud for the next like 20 minutes. Don't worry about it though. She's fine.
Nice.
Yep. Sorry. What's a delve? The delve expansion, is it just like additional tables and a map, or?
Yeah, so it's got a bunch of things. The primary thing are is delves. Delves are like locations that can be used as like mini dungeons.
Mhm.
And there's a whole like procedural like thing. There's a bunch of tables for it. Like if you go to the Oracle tab on the character sheet, there's a tab for delve, and that has a bunch of delve oracles on it.
Okay.
Um, so
Cool.
I can actually show this. Where's Kenrick? Kenrick Makari. Wait, that's not what he sounds like. Where is it? Oracles, delves. Yeah, so there's stuff like features and focus for like locations. There's site names, descriptions, details.
Okay.
Um, the sites are basically composed of two things: a theme, which is like a like overall descriptor, like ancient, corrupted, fortified, hallowed, haunted, infested, ravaged, wild. That kind of tells you about the like what kind of stuff you find there mostly. And then the domain, which is like Barrow, Cavern, Frozen Cavern, Ice Reach, Mine Pass, Ruin, Sea Cave, Shadowfen, Stronghold, Tanglewood, and Underkeep. Those are all more like descriptors of the like location itself, like the terrain or the environment.
Mhm.
Um, so you pick a theme and you pick a domain, and then each of those has a actually I will pull up the PDF because this makes a lot more sense if you can actually see what I'm talking about. So basically, like if the game is played in the physical, there's a deck of cards for the theme and the deck of cards for the domain. And then there's a worksheet that you fill out with the for the site. Where's it under? I can never remember where I put Ironsworn because I moved it. Um, Delve, not Delve cards. Delve rulebook. And then I need to switch to. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pop it up on the stream here. Loop, loop. Well, it's not lined up perfectly, so. Oh, this actually might not be lined up very well at all. Anyway, sites. So, yeah, here we go. So they have little cards like this. I'm not sure if that's big enough to be read, but anyways, so they have little cards like this where it has like half of a table on one card and then half of a table on the other card. So you'll roll for like, let's say like something goes bad and you roll for like a danger. If you roll a 17 on the move, then 17 is on the theme card. Or if you roll a like 40, 40 might be on the domain. And so like 40 over here on a mine is hazardous gas pocket. So, yeah. Um it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It turns out like it works out pretty well. There's also like a page on here with a bunch of like site starters.
Gotcha.
Um
I was muted for a second there.
oh, is that what happened? I was
Yeah,
wondering why you're
sorry.
being
I was responding. I was
yeah.
my
So like
bad.
here's a bunch of like starter like sites that
Cool.
like Alva's Rest,
Oh,
Bleakroot
I like
Depths,
this.
and then you have like so you have your theme, you have your domain,
Mhm.
yeah,
Cool.
and then it has like here's an example. And then you also the is a fun but like kind of tedious part is that you fill out denizens. So every location also has a matrix on it. Whip, 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 whip. Scroll over.
Time for my daily video disconnect.
Is it?
Yeah, it just happened. We're good though.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
In action.
So you also fill out a like denizens like list on here for each delve, and this is basically like a random encounter table. But the table, like the percentages on the table itself, are already filled out. So you just fill in like what seems like it'd be very common. So like, what's the most common thing like with this description that you think, and you like put in the name of a monster or something in there, and then you have like common, uncommon, rare, 3 spots for rare, and then 1 for unforeseen, which is like something that like should not be there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty neat. That part in particular, I'm not an enormous fan of.
Yeah.
It's a little tedious, and I think like that kind of table is the best way to do it, but it's tedious to do. So it's like,
Right. So come up with a bunch of ideas to fill out the table, right?
Yeah, well, there's like it gives examples, or like there's a bunch of lists in the book, in the core book, and then there's another set that's about the same length, of probably another like 30 or 40 like different creatures in this book as well. So like the game does a fair job of like giving you options for things, and all of the stuff is like super thematic.
Mm-hmm.
Like the night spawn features mutated form, drives,
Well,
guard against intruders, lurk in the shadows, endure beyond memory, tactics varied. So
wow,
like,
that is pretty good actually.
yeah. Yeah, whereas
Give
like
you
the
a good
tactics for the
basis. Yeah.
Kraken is like grapple and crush, attack from
Mm-hmm.
every direction, sweep sailors from the deck. So like it gives you
Mm-hmm.
an idea of like narratively what they'll like, how they'll go about trying to get their goals, and then it gives you like their drives. So like what are they actually like trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
and then like descriptors and like a rank and stuff. So like it's really good for what it does. Um I don't know. It's just kind of like a super simple way to do this kind of stuff, I think.
Oh,
Which is fine because the game has crunchy stuff elsewhere.
yeah.
So, that's good. All right. Well, I think it's about time.
Let's get started.
Whoa. I like
Too
the
loud?
energy.
Sorry. Okay. I'll turn it down. My
No, I
bad.
said I like the energy. We good. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
where did we leave off? Oh, taker of the notes.
Was I supposed to take notes?
Who else is gonna take notes? I'm not gonna take notes. I gotta like
What? I
watch the
mean,
time and do production stuff and drink my
I
water.
don't know. You recorded it on video. I figured that was like notes. Hang on. Let me see. I might have notes. Give me a sec.
All right, first of all,
Do,
that's very
do,
fair because I did actually go back and
do.
watch this episode for some reason.
For some reason,
For some
preparing
reason,
for today, I
I
think
didn't.
is what
I
that reason was.
nope.
Nope.
So I don't.
Nope.
I go
Nope.
back and watch the pre-show. I'll be honest. I
Uh-huh.
go back and watch the pre-show because I find it pretty entertaining. Um, for like all of the episodes, but I don't watch the whole show.
Yeah.
I actually went back and watched like the first episode all the way through of this
Mhm.
because I was like, this is actually I can actually sit here and watch this. Like this is pretty good.
That's good.
Even though
You-
like
We're
one I
doing
knew what
something
happened
right.
and two I'm in it. I was like, this is pretty good.
That's like
I find my
whenever I
voice
look
super
at a
annoying though.
picture, I want to find myself in the picture. And like that's half the fun in the yearbook when you get that in school. It's like you just kind of look through the yearbook to see how many times you show up in the yearbook outside of that
Oh,
little picture in your grade, right?
yeah, fun fact. So they have like a little index in the back of like my senior yearbook. I think
Uh-huh.
senior and the junior year. They both have indexes in them.
Uh-huh.
And so of course you like got to go through and like flip through and look at like, okay, like what pictures of me did they use? And I think I was
Mm.
in like 3 or 4 of them, which was incredible for somebody who was not involved in any clubs or anything, but I somehow managed to be in like 3 or 4 pictures, so that was good.
Nice. Yeah.
But there was actually 2 more where they didn't credit me. So I was
Mm.
actually in like 6 different pictures in the yearbook.
That's pretty good. I
It was a
remember,
lot. It was pretty good.
I think it was like my junior year in high school. I was in a bunch of different pictures and I was making the same weird pose where I was like putting my hands on my hips like Superman and like looking up to the left for some reason. And I
Really?
don't yeah, it was in there a bunch of times and I don't know why I was making that pose so much that year. But
I maybe you
it
didn't
worked out.
maybe you didn't make that pose that much. It's just that they happen to be taking a lot of pictures. So like
It's a natural
they
pose I
just
make.
got yeah, like they just got a bunch of pictures of you like doing that. Or they got
Yeah.
so many pictures of you and like some of them it happened to
Yeah.
be like 3 of them you were making that pose. So they were like, I mean, obviously we're going to use that, right? And
Yeah.
then like they
Yeah,
found
yeah.
another one and they were like, holy shit, he did it again.
Like
I
one
mean, we
of
got to
them I
put that in,
do
right?
one of them I definitely remember there were a couple people taking pictures for the yearbook and they were like in the cafeteria during lunchtime trying to get people to like pose for a picture after they bought their lunch or something. And
Uh,
like people were just like walking by, like not stopping for the picture. And I remember like they didn't ask me. I just like walked in front of the camera and stopped and stood and struck a pose. And they were like, finally, someone like, and then that one got
surely
put
we
at
won't
like
have to use
the
this.
that one got put at the front of the section of the yearbook for where my name was. And that was
So
pretty
good.
funny. Yeah,
So
that was
good.
worth it. Um, so in fact, I did take notes, which I don't even remember doing. So,
I was gonna say
um,
I thought you were taking notes. Like you said you were gonna
yeah,
take them in a
I,
notepad and then copy them into the
yeah,
thing.
I
I
am.
didn't know you
I
didn't do
didn't
the second
copy them
part.
anywhere, but I definitely took notes.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
so from what our notes say here, um, Nakura,
Hmm.
he's is a refugee, scummy looking with nice clothes, paying us to deal with the council. And so I think he's one of the refugees, and he's trying to get us to convince the council members to let us in or let the refugees stay at Axe Rock, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
That sound right to you, Fuge? Okay.
Yes.
And so our vow was to convince the council to let the refugees in. We've got 5 possible steps, 1 per council member, 2 boxes per member. I I guess that's not really part of the RP, but that's like, our goals. um, we've got 5 council members. They told us 2 of them. We've got Milia, who is a performer. She wants to secure provisions, and she's careless and successful. And then we've got Hersham, who is a fisher who wants to seek the truth and is brave and ambitious. And I can't remember. I think it's Milia who we went to first, and they want us to take care of the rats in the grove on
Yeah.
behalf of the refugees. And that's gonna gain the refugees some goodwill.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
All right. Sounds
So
good, my dude.
So before we get into this, for people who don't remember last week, do you want to just kind of go through what like your character is once more? Like
I
the
would
just
love
like
to know
your
what my character is.
yeah, right? Yeah, like I
I
feel
don't
like that's
know.
important. Like you don't have to know everything about them, but just like go over the summary of what your character kind of looks like and maybe a little bit of their personality. I don't know.
Yeah, so the character since we haven't like done much anything yet, we haven't really
Sure.
been like
Yeah, we haven't really
introduced to him a
developed them
lot.
too much, but we have
Um
like our base stats and
yeah,
like
so
our
the
initial
character
vow, right?
so the character is Kenrick McCary.
Hmm.
He's a like large lad. Um Big dude, very like traditional like Viking looking guy. Long blonde hair, like red beard. Um Big guy, not sneaky, not very quick, but like strong hearts, pretty smart,
Strong hearts.
reasonably smart. Um I have bonds to a gentleman named Cadigan. He's an older mercenary who taught me how to fight. He also lost an arm defending a town from a group of bandits known as the White Raven Clan.
Mm.
That is my background vow, is to destroy the White Raven Clan. So I'm gonna try to build up things that I think will help me to do that.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
also have a bond to the Frostcairn Mine. Frostcairn Mine is the mine that my family, like where I grew up, like my family was like miners, a bunch of miners.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, until one day the mine, like in the mine, they dug a little too deep and they hit something.
Mhm.
Um, revealing the lost ruins of the first ones. So they hit some elven ruins or something, and
Mhm.
a bunch of like mysterious deaths started, and they like shut down the mine, and like everybody kind of just like abandoned the place. So I'd like to at some point come back and like deal with the mines, which which I'll
Mhm.
point out, maybe we probably won't get to this, but it would be interesting to do the Frost Cairn mine as a like location for a delve,
Mm.
and we could just put it as like a way higher rank
Mhm.
and do it as like not epic, but like maybe an extreme delve where it's like a like mega dungeon of sorts,
Sure.
because like there's mechanics for that. But so I think that'd be super cool.
Okay.
But we're not going to get to
Yeah.
that in this like set of
I mean, that
episodes.
sounds cool. Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
I dig that.
yeah. So
Cool.
yeah. Okay. So and who are you playing?
So I'm playing Lev Breyer, and based off of my character sheet. Um. So I'm very fast. Um. Kind of sneaky, kind of smart, not real strong, and I don't really bond well with people. Um. I think I describe myself as very unassuming. I'm like a farmer. Uh. The son of a farmer, but um, I think that kind of plays into my character. It's that I don't stand out and I blend in well with crowds. I'm not. Uh, I don't have a face that you would remember. I should put it that way. And I have a couple bonds. Um, my first one is my hometown is basically run by a manipulative farmer, Sen Bui, in the Northern Havens. He forced me into working my family's debts off, and he basically controls the whole village by keeping them in debt and having a monopoly on all the food. Um, and then my other bond is I got a mysterious magical mask um, that came from the some of the what are they called, the barrier islands,
Yeah.
um, and it appears to be have been made by the elves, and it was given to me by a passing stranger who I haven't seen since. And so one of my bonds is to try and find out what happened on that island and where this mask came from. Um,
Nice.
yeah,
Okay, and then we'll see if any of that actually comes up
yeah,
on
yeah.
either of our parts. Probably
We'll
not.
see. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably not. I
Probably
don't know
not.
if we'll get that far.
We got this session and then two more to see to try to get like 5 steps done. So
All right, that sounds cool. Well, let's get
um
started.
yeah. All right. So I'm thinking I'm thinking, so like we have the lead, like we need to go and on behalf of the refugees, we need to go, like go take out these rats, right?
Yeah.
So I think we can make this we can make this a thing, right?
Hmm.
Um, I'm kind of leaning towards because I'm kind of leaning towards making it a site and like doing a delve to try to find like the nest of these rat things.
Okay.
So maybe we have like maybe we get like some like poison or something, or
Mm. We're
you know what I
we're
mean? Like
trying to just destroy the whole nest instead of just take out a few rats that are causing the.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm thinking we get some like poison like meat or
Mhm.
something, and then we make our way to the nest, find the nest, and then like put some poison meat in there. I mean, it works with ants, so like why not, right?
Yeah.
As long as you kill the
Yeah.
queen.
Well, I mean, ants generally bring the food back to the queen, which is why it
Yeah,
destroys
so
the nest, right?
we're gonna have to
So
do this
I
that
don't
part.
necessarily know that rats do the same thing as
I
that.
don't think that they do. So we're gonna have to go like find this place.
Okay, that's cool. Do we want
Um,
to track the rats or something?
I mean, I think we know where the grove is. We just need to find the thing like once we're there, right?
Sure.
So what
Yeah.
do we have a name for this grove?
No. It says take care of rats in grove situation. That's all I have in my
Okay.
notes.
You know,
Maybe there was a name and I just didn't take it down. I'm gonna try real hard to take notes again too.
okay.
I'm gonna
So go to the
make a
Oracle
second
section on your
title.
sheet.
Hang on one sec. My keyboard is not working. Give me a sec. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oracle section.
Yep. Go to the Oracle section and find me a name for this place.
Site name,
Sure.
right? Do I just click any of them, or I haven't used these sheets before, so you're gonna need to guide me a little bit.
Just click the die for it.
For what? Format,
Site name.
description, details, namesake.
Name. Sure. Namesake seems fine.
Okay. Clicked it.
Aricia. All right. So like
Erisia. Sorry.
Aricia's Grove.
Gotcha.
Sound good?
Erisia. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Okay. So it's gonna be a Tanglewood for sure because we already know that it's like a grove. And then let's see what's the theme here. Oh, I think the theme is infested. Yeah. So this
Ravaged
yeah.
Grove.
I think it's infested.
Infested, but you
Yeah,
just
so we're
wrote
gonna
ravaged.
yeah, I know what I rolled, but like we already know that it's overrun with rats, right? So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, so it's an infested Tanglewood, called Iricia's Grove, probably named after the settler who discovered it. Ah, infested, and this is not Grove, Tanglewood. Okay,
Tanglewood?
yeah, Tanglewood, a perilous forest of eternal shadow. Um, okay, so then we need the thing that I was complaining about. We need some monsters. No. So there is what is this? Deep rat. It's troublesome. Overshows rats. Get through smell and touch. Okay. So we're gonna go to science. Where do we add details? Okay. Deep rat. And then I need the other book. down that. Alright. Rules, rulebook spread. And then go over here, and we need foes and encounters. Blue.
Cool.
And animal. Marsh rat. That's what we're going with. Marsh rats are also troublesome. Okay, cool. Marsh rat. Marsh. I think the marsh rats are probably the common one, and the deep rats are like native, but like still kind of a problem, but like less of an issue, but still common. What's some other stuff that might be here? Let's see. Let's do boar and I'll do a bear. Bear's formidable. Let's put that as uncommon. Bear.
Okay. And so you're creating a delve right now, right?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Sorry, I was kind of wondering what was going on.
Yeah, so we're making the like table, so when we encounter stuff,
Gotcha.
we know what we're like running into.
I think it was just because I wasn't watching the stream, so I didn't see you making the table. I was just looking at the Roll20 thing, and I was like, "What's going on right now?" Like,
so I'm doing it on the which I don't know if you can like see it, but I'm doing it on the
it's a little
character
small
sheet called shared.
Gotcha.
You should be able to open that one. I don't know if you can edit it.
Yeah, I can.
But yeah, if you click around or like change tabs on there, it'll do it on my end too. So
gotcha. I won't click anything.
Yeah, don't touch stuff. But
marsh rat, shroud crab,
cheddar. What else? What else can be in here? A gnarl? No, that'll murder us. Iron rack beast. Iron racked beast. Nope. What's worse, formidable or dangerous? Formidable's worse, right? Yeah, dangerous. Okay. Right. I'll just add one more and we'll call it a day. Bloodthorn. And a let's do the other book. And a Sodden. Okay, cool. And then why not? We'll put a wyvern on the unforeseen part.
Dude, if we get a wyvern,
don't roll 100.
Like,
you won't have to. The game will mechanically force us to quit when it murders us. Okay, so let's just make this one. How much time do we have? We have 2 hours. Let's make this dangerous.
So let's do it.
So we want 3 steps or 5 steps? Let's do 5 rolls. Yeah, I think dangerous is good. Okay. All right, so we need to go acquire some like poison stuff, and then we need to get to the place, which let's just make that as a freebie, and then we need to like do the thing, right? So let's do whoops, I'm on the wrong thing. Let's do we're gonna vow to progress, right? Wait, shit. Where is this stupid page at? What am I looking for? Summary. Okay, cool. Good. Got the thing. So we're going to talk to what's her name, and we're going to vow to like clear out the like rat nest infestation.
Right.
Okay.
I think we already did that. But
Yeah.
yeah. Oh no, we didn't. We vowed to convince the council.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
nested vows. So we'll make this vow, and then when we achieve this vow, we'll mark progress on the bigger one.
Got it. So clear. Um, what's the name of the place again? Ericia's infested tanglewood.
Russia's Grove of the rat problem. Okay. Okay, and then we don't need a threat or anything for it. That's fine. And we'll just make it troublesome. So okay, so we need to if it's troublesome, we need like at least 3 steps here. So we need to get the meat, get there, like get to the location, and then like what's the third narrative step here?
Um, defeat the rats or clear them out of the grove. Evict them. I don't know. Right.
Um,
You said
well,
get the poison,
yeah.
get to the grove, and then get them out. Right.
I guess so. Like maybe like get the poison in the nest,
Hmm. I
right?
mean, we could.
Like maybe so. Like we get the. I'm thinking we get the stuff. We get the stuff. We get like through the woods and like find the
Mhm,
nest, and
mhm.
then once we find the nest, we have to like do the thing like hurl the ring into the lava, right?
Right. Yeah, I guess I was thinking like you wouldn't necessarily have to use the poison to get them out. We just want them like we don't necessarily have to kill them, right? We just have to get them away from the grove.
I mean, ideally, we probably need to kill them. They're rats.
Okay, I mean that's
They'll just
fine.
keep
Yeah.
breeding. So okay, yeah. So okay, we just like get the poison meat into the nest.
Okay.
Okay, and then that can be a whole thing where like maybe they swarm us, maybe they don't, depending on how we
Mhm.
roll. Like that can be a whole
Mhm.
thing. So okay, cool. All right. So clear Aristia's Grove of the rat problem. Troublesome, 3 steps. Cool. All right. So first thing we need to do, how are we going to get poison? Like,
Mm.
do you know anything about doing that? Because I sure don't. I still have problems with a
Um,
mall.
progress. I mean, I'm a farmer. I feel like I probably know something about it, right? Like I'm sure rats are a huge problem on farms, right?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
I
You
mean,
tell me.
what?
Are they?
So what? Yeah, I mean, I would say my character definitely has like a background in knowing how to get rid of pests because that's literally what my job was up to this point. So,
Okay.
um, I mean, I don't necessarily know if maybe I talked to another farmer around town and
Well, is there?
can get
Let me put it this way.
poisoned
Like,
or
what do you
no
usually use to get rid of rats?
rat poison, right?
Sure, but like, what do
Sure.
you make it out of?
I don't, I don't fucking know, dude.
I mean, look, this is like we're making a world up. There's magic
Yeah.
and shit, bro. Like,
I
you tell
mean,
me. What do you? Is there
we
like a mushroom or something that like
sure you got to use uh fireweed. I
done?
don't know.
Cool. That works for
Sure.
me. All right.
Okay.
Fireweed. What do you cause?
I don't.
Okay, so there's this plant called fireweed where if you grind it up and you put it on some like meat and leave it out, the rats will eat it and then like they'll die.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, cool. All right. So first step will be we need to go acquire some fireweed.
Right.
All right. How do we go about doing
So
that?
I think my first guess is we go see if any of the maybe if some of the refugees have some fireweed with them that they could spare, because I assume some of them used to be farmers, right? And it's a pretty common thing that you would have if you're a farmer.
Okay.
Um, and if not, then we can go find it on the foothills of this area that we're at, because we're on the rugged coast, right? So I
Yeah.
think it grows on like the cliffs near the coast. So maybe we can go there and find some.
Okay. So, let's do gather information, and we'll use this to like talk to the peeps, talk to the refugees.
Hmm.
What is this, wits? You want me to do it, or you want to do it?
I'll do it.
All right,
Do
go
I
ahead.
just click wits?
No, you go to moves and then you click on gather information.
Moves. Doo-doo-doo. Okay.
And see where it says
And,
roll. So it'll have a description of the
yes, I
move,
do.
and then
Gotcha.
it'll have a roll button.
Here we go. And then I have to put in my modifier. There we go. Okay.
What did you put for your modifier?
2.
Yeah, no, that's like a bonus to your roll. It already pulls your
Oh,
stats.
okay. So can we subtract 2 from it then?
Yeah, so that's a 7, so it's still a strong hit. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, my
Um,
bad.
on a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or the action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn or ask the oracle if unsure, and mark +2 momentum.
Nice. +2 momentum. Dope.
Okay, so we learned something helpful and specific.
Mhm.
What would be helpful and specific in this situation?
I think something helpful and specific is we um we find out that from hang on. Either Milia or Nakura, who Nakura's the refugee leader essentially. Um
Fair
that
enough.
there's
Okay.
several farmers in the group, and that he knows that some of them carry this fireweed, right?
Sure. Okay.
Is that specific enough, or do we
Yeah.
normally give more detail? Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So he gives us like the name of like a farmer that like used to
Sure.
grow it and probably has
Hmm.
some with him.
Hmm.
All right. So then we would need to like probably go talk to this guy to go get it. Um we go track the guy down, we find his tent, and we go talk to him.
Hmm.
Explain the situation, say, hey, we need this, we need to poison some rats, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
There's a rat problem,
Hmm.
and I think the town would really appreciate it if you or actually, hold on, I'll put it to you this way. How do you want to broach the situation? Because I think what we're going to end up doing here is probably a compel.
Yeah, I think I agree that we'd probably compel him to give us
So,
the fireweed, because
yeah. So for
we would
moves,
try
go
and
to
make it
compel.
seem like, it's his own good because he's trying to get into the
Well,
city. He's a
hang on,
refugee, right?
hang on. So go to moves and go to compel.
Okay.
So when you attempt to persuade somebody to do something, envision your approach.
Hmm.
And then there's three different ways you can do it. You can do charm, pacify, barter, convince, and you roll with heart. You can threaten or insight and roll with iron, or you can lie and swindle and roll with shadow.
I mean,
So knowing what your character is good at, what do you think would
t-
your approach be?
my character's approach would probably be shadow because I have a slight bonus to that. But I kind of feel like the situation would work better with heart. So maybe you should be doing this role, because all we're trying to do is like help this guy out by like if he can lend us some of this fireweed, we can get these people out. We'll get the council member to vote for us,
Sure.
and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we go in and like maybe like we have this conversation on the way in like, well, I don't really feel right about like lying to this guy. Um like maybe we should just like try to like be nice and convince him.
Hmm. Hmm.
So like okay, I'll do the talking. I'll talk to him.
Hmm.
And yeah, so we like you said, like okay, well we're gonna do this on behalf of you guys, and this is probably gonna win over her vote,
Hmm.
because this is gonna make her look really good.
Hmm.
And then this is also gonna make you guys look good. So this is gonna be in your best interest. Um, let's see how this works. I'm gonna roll with heart. Submit. I don't have a bond with them, and that is a weak hit. So on a weak hit, um, okay, so on a strong hit, they'll do what you want and share what they know. Take +1 momentum ex- if you use this exchange to gather information. Make that move now and add +1. I'm not doing that. On a weak hit, as above, but they ask something of you in return. Envision what they want. What do you think this farmer wants from us in exchange for this? What was it? Fireweed?
Yeah, fireweed. I would say, I mean, thinking in his position, right? He's a refugee. Maybe
Mm.
he wants like a better like tent area for his family or something, or like more food rations. Um, like I feel like money isn't worth anything to this person because he's already out of house and home. He just wants
Mhm.
sustenance, and he wants to be in a little bit better of a situation than the people around him.
Yeah. So what's something that we have that we can help him with like
Mm.
now? Because I don't
Okay.
want to go like off on a side quest for this dude.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let me look at my guy.
Don't you have the improvise skill
I do actually. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
or the asset rather?
So I can check my gear and roll plus wits instead of plus supply, and if I do envision how I would make do with what I have, and take a +1 momentum on a hit.
Okay. So what's something that you could cobble together that would like be helpful to like a farmer that no longer has a farm?
It's a farmer who no longer has a farm. I think I'm gonna go at the angle that like maybe I can like improve his dwelling, saying um like I know some people and I can move him to a better position in the town. You think that's like a
You're gonna
something that would work?
cobble moving him together with stuff that's in your bag?
I mean, okay, yeah, that's a good point.
It's you're
um,
like building something. You're like
yeah,
tinkering.
yeah,
That's what that is. So
okay.
like make him
Maybe I
something real
can
quick that'll like be
use
helpful.
like a dowsing rod or something and tell him that he's got a like a water thing near him or something. I don't know.
Can you like
No,
build him something? Maybe like fix his
build
tent or
him.
something?
I mean, yeah, maybe he's got a beat down tent and I can use some extra posts that I have to like spruce it up a bit. I guess. Does that work better?
Sure, that makes more sense.
I guess. I don't know, man. I'm trying to wing this shit. It's hard.
Uh,
Okay,
well, it's like
so
so the asset like lets you like the asset lets you
improvise.
like yeah, it's improvise in the sense of improvised materials, not offer to do something for somebody.
Hmm.
That you can just do. That's not an asset. So this lets you like cobble together random crap that you might have in your bag to like put together
Mm-hmm.
a tool or something that might be useful. Okay, so
Okay.
go ahead and use that asset. How does
How
that
do
work
I do
again?
that? It's a check your gear. You can roll plus wits
Okay,
instead of
so do
plus
that.
supply, right?
Yeah.
So how do
Okay.
I do that?
Uh, Go to the move. Check your gear.
Yep. Where's that? Move.
It's
Okay.
under.
It's under moves. Got it.
Yep. All right. So maybe we're like maybe this guy's like, look, I need a shovel or something. It's just like I want a specific thing. Just like I'll give you this fireweed, but I
Yeah,
need
I
this
get it.
like farming tool that I don't have. And you're like, hold on, I can make a shovel real quick.
Where is check your gear?
It's under delve moves.
Ah, here we go. I see it.
So
Okay.
it's when you check your gear to see if you have a specific helpful item, and you have at least +1 supply, roll plus supply. In this case, you're gonna roll wits instead.
How do I do that?
It weirdly doesn't have a roll button on this move for some
Uh,
reason. Just
uh,
click on summary and then click on wits.
yeah, that's not working.
But
Yeah.
did you confirm your bonus?
Where's that?
The window that pops up.
It's behind it. I gotcha. Okay.
Weak hit. Okay. On a weak hit, you have it, but your resources are diminished. Take +1 momentum and suffer -1 supply. Okay, so we both supply is shared, by the way, so we both lose.
Okay, so
Supply.
we're at 4.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So you have to cobble some stuff together, which is fine. But you managed to cobble together like whatever tool he's looking for. He needs a hoe. And so you make that together. Mark +1 momentum.
Got
If you
it.
didn't already. And then okay, cool. So we did the thing. What was it? We were under compel. Close. Over here. Where's this questing? Adventure moves. No, relationship moves. Compel. Okay. All right. So yes, he does the thing. So we take. I'm gonna take +1 momentum. Yep. Okay. So I'm at 4, and okay, cool. So we got the stuff.
Nice.
All right. So gonna go back to summary and under clear Aricia's Grove of the Rat Problem, gonna mark progress. All right. And now we just
Nice.
need to navigate the grove. So we're going to go to our shared sheet over here. We're going to pull that up side by side. And we mark this as dangerous, so this is going to take a little bit to get through. Should be good. So how these work, I'm going to pull this up.
I thought we had it marked as troublesome.
The grove? The grove itself is dangerous.
Oh.
The
That's
vow.
different from clear the grove.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The vow is troublesome.
Okay.
The site itself is dangerous.
Oh, okay.
They're
I
separate.
gotcha.
So how basically this works is we're going to make our way to the place. We'll say it's close enough by that it's not a big deal that we need to like do like navigate to it. But then we are going to use the delve move on here. So we're going to use under delve moves, discover a site. When you resolve to enter a perilous site in pursuit of your objective, choose the theme and domain which best represent the nature, which we did, and give it a rank, which we did. If you're returning to a previously explored site, blah 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 blah. Okay, so we don't need to roll. Yeah, first thing we do is that we got that done. Then we then we will use. We can also like try to secure an advantage if we want to do something. If we have something that we want to do like before, if we have a way to try to like maybe scout the place out or something. It doesn't really make sense. In theory, we can do that, but it doesn't actually in practice make sense. Into delve moves, blah 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 blah. Sorry, I'm looking for a flow chart. There it is, flow play. Okay. So discover a site, we did. And now we are going to do delve the depths. So I'm going to let you do the honors here. So when we do delve the depths, there are 3 different approaches that we can use, which determine the stat that we use on the roll. So we can explore with haste and roll with edge. We can travel with stealth or trickery and roll shadow, or we can travel with observation, intuition, and expertise and roll with our wits. And interestingly enough, the table on the bottom of this move is different depending on the approach that you use. So you have greater chances of different results depending on which approach you're using.
What were the options again?
Pull the move up. So the options are edge, shadow, and wits.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think we should go with edge personally, because I have a huge bonus to edge.
Okay. And I guess we can take turns rolling this. It's not super clear on like how to manage that, but okay, you wanna travel with haste? You wanna just try to like sprint through this place?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll it.
Okay. And hang on. Wow.
An opportunity. Look at that. Hot damn. Okay. So
hold on. What does that mean?
It's like a critical hit.
That's so funny because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, it didn't matter. You rolled
I
ones
know,
on the
because I
challenge
rolled
die.
2 ones on the other thing.
So
I rolled 3 ones.
Yep. So okay, so we got an opportunity. So this is on a strong hit. You delve deeper. So mark progress and find an opportunity. So first thing is mark progress. Progress for dangerous is going to be 2 blocks filled in. So we're going to fill in those 2. And then we get to what is it? Find it. Strong hit. What is it? Oh yeah, mark progress and find an opportunity. So go to the delve move, find an opportunity.
Okay.
And this is
okay.
Okay. When you encounter a helpful situation or a feature within a site, roll on the following table. If you make this move as a result of a strong hit on a delve, you may pick or envision an opportunity instead of rolling. All right. So on that table, what do you think? What do you think makes sense? Like, what did we encounter that's like so helpful?
I get to pick one.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can roll it if you want, or you can pick it.
Okay.
So terrain favors you, and you find a hidden path, or an aspect of the history or nature of this place has been revealed. You locate a secure area. A clue offers insight or direction. You get the drop on a denizen. This area provides an opportunity to scavenge, forage, or hunt. You locate an interesting or helpful object. You are alerted to a potential threat. You encounter a denizen who might support you, or you encounter a denizen in need of help.
Okay. I think we get the drop on a denizen.
Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna have an encounter.
Let's see how this goes.
And then also gain insight or prepare to take +1 momentum, or take an action now and add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So we're gonna encounter something, but
Hang on, my video quit for a second.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
What was
so
that again? You said we gain insight, or
it's on the find opportunity. I'm just reading the thing. So you also get, so you picked we get a drop on a denizen, so we're gonna have to do a fight, and you get to choose one, either gain insight or prepare to take +1 momentum, or take action now, which I think take action now probably makes sense. You
yeah, I
and any
totally agree.
allies may make a move which directly leverages the opportunity. When you do, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit.
Yeah, I think take an opportunity, take action now makes the most sense to me.
Okay, so we need to figure what
What
did we encounter?
encountered, like, I would say, like, I mean,
Roll a d100.
okay.
And roll low, please.
Oh,
Because
don't
there's
tell me
not
how to
much of a
do my
reason
job.
to do a fight. That's not good.
69.
69. Nice. Okay, so we have encountered a shroud crab.
Cool.
What book was that? No, it's not.
What book was that?
Okay, shroud crab is troublesome. Oops, not that. It's gonna go over here. So I'm gonna put on the progress page on our shared sheet. Shroud crab, and it's troublesome. No, so not a big deal. Okay, so we got the drop on a shroud crab. We can do this one of two ways. We can do this as an actual combat with a progress bar. And we can just go with like it getting the drop on it. Or we can do a battle roll, which is a like super sped up version of a fight where you just do like a single roll.
What do you think is better in this situation?
Probably just the battle roll, to be honest.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So we got the drop on this thing. How do you go about fighting it?
Well, it's a crab, right? And I use a staff, so
No.
man,
Go to the battle roll. Go to the battle roll and pick one of the options.
where's the battle roll?
It's a move. Everything is moves.
Got it. Okay. When you fight a battle and it happens in a blur, envision your objective and roll. If you primarily fight at range or using your speed and the terrain to your advantage, roll plus edge. Fight depending on your courage and allies or companions plus heart. Fight in close or over to overpower your opponents plus iron. Fight using trickery to befuddle your opponents plus shadow. Fight using careful tactics, outsmart your opponents plus wits. On a strong hit, +2 momentum. On a weak hit, pay the price. On a miss,
Yep. Yeah, you don't have to read the whole thing. So which objective or which tactic?
I mean, I would use my speed and terrain to my advantage.
Speed and terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got on from the opportunity, you're gonna add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So roll battle with edge.
Mm-hmm.
And for the bonus, put 1.
1. Got it. Oh.
Weak hit. Okay. So add 1 +1 momentum. And you achieve your objective. So you get the drop on this crab, and you murder the crab.
Murder crab.
I guess for some reason. But not without a cost. So pay the price. So go to the suffer move. Pay the wait, no, hold on. Where's that at? It's under oracles. Oracle, Ironsworn.
Oracle.
Pay the price. You. It's harmful. So take 1 harm.
Is that -1 health or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So so we have the scene of, you managed to get the drop on this shroud crab. It has a rigid shell and snapping, slashing claws and a barbed whip-like tail. Oh. So it's more like a lobster, kind of? I don't know. So we see this crab-like thing with like a barbed whip tail, like kind of like a stingray. But you manage to like use the terrain to your advantage to get the jump on this thing, and you, I guess, whack it with your staff.
Yes.
Yep. And you manage to crack the shell and kill the thing.
Cool.
Neat. So then we go back to your path. No. Okay, so we get that, and we got the opportunity, and we have marked progress, right? Slight progress. Yep. Cool. Is your objective at hand? Nope. All right, and we go back and we delve the depths. So we delve again and see what happens.
So are we at 3 progress now?
No. That's
Okay.
we have only done 1 roll.
But you just said mark progress.
Yeah,
and
I
were
already
at 2
did.
before. Oh. Well, what are you at?
What? No, that mark progress was the progress that I already marked like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Okay, so we're going to wait, find opportunity. That's not what I meant to hit. We locate a secure area. Neat. So I forgot, because you actually rolled an opportunity on your Delve of the Depths.
Mm-hmm.
So we managed to find a safe place. Not relevant. All right. So I'm going to Delve the Depths now.
Yeah.
And I want to do this with wits, I guess, because my other 2 things are bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a miss. That's not good. Reveal a danger.
Uh-oh.
And we get a 52.
Hostile
You encounter
denizen.
a hostile denizen. So we will go over to the where's that at? Oh, it's under shared. That's right. Sites. And there should be a roll button for the thing, but there isn't. That's weird. Okay. D100. 22. We encounter a marsh rat.
Marsh rat.
Let's do an actual combat for this one.
What did we do last time?
Just a battle roll. It's just like a single roll to do the thing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And marsh rat. So because we didn't get the jump on this thing, I think we do the thing.
That's fine.
Marsh rat. Marshrat is also troublesome, so bloop. Okay, cool. So, we're going to, and let's just say that this thing got the drop on us because this is a miss. So we are going to enter the fray. So whenever you're starting combat, first thing you're going to do is enter the fray. You can start the fight in one of three positions: either facing off against your foe, in which case you roll with heart, or moving into position against an unaware foe in like an ambush, and then you roll with shadow, or you get ambushed and you roll with wits. So we are getting ambushed, so we're going to roll with wits to see if we have control of the situation or not.
Okay.
And that is a weak hit. On a weak hit, choose one. Bolster your position and take +2 momentum, or prepare to act and take initiative. So initiative is basically like narrative control over the fight, whether or not you have the upper hand. +2 momentum would be very nice, but I think taking initiative would be easier to like finish this quickly. So I'm gonna say initiative.
Okay.
And then you have a couple of things that you can do when you have initiative. You can strike, which is to just like attack your enemy and fight them. Or you can do something like secure advantage to try to generate momentum and try to like do that. Or you can try to get initiative back. If you don't have it, you can try to get initiative back by you doing clash. Or another thing that you can do is if you don't have initiative and like you're not getting the rolls and you want to build up momentum to try to get initiative back, then you can do like secure advantage to like narratively try to like earn it, like get a better position or like get out of a bad spot, if that makes any sense. I don't think it did, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do strike because we have initiative. I'm gonna attack in close quarters because that's what I do. So I'm gonna roll strike with iron. And do I have an asset for relative to this? No. Okay, when I take 2 damage, or when I endure harm in a fight, I have armor for that. So if this goes badly. Okay, so that's a weak hit. Move, clash, or sorry, strike. On a weak hit, inflict your harm and lose initiative. So a deadly weapon, which is a standard weapon, is 2 harm. So I'm going to go to the progress bar on our shared sheet over here where we have Marshrat, and I'm going to hit mark twice. So that's 6 boxes. And then we lose initiative. So
I thought we already didn't have initiative.
No, I took initiative instead of taking
Oh, okay, I got
instead
you.
of taking the momentum. All right,
Okay.
so now we don't have initiative. So I go and I attack the thing, but maybe I like lose my balance or it gets around it gets around to you and it gets like behind your guard. So like I smack I think that's what it is. I smack the thing, but I hit it so hard that it gets like it like bounces and scurries behind you.
Okay.
But it's not dead yet. It's like on you and it's getting ready to like attack you. Do you want to
Okay.
clash with the thing and try to like fight it off, or do you want to try to secure an advantage and like get a distance and like get better
I think
like
I'll
get a better position?
clash
Okay.
because with my asset long arm, it says in my hands, a humble staff is a deadly weapon. When you instead use it as a simple weapon, +1 harm, you may strike or clash with plush edge instead of iron. And if you do, add +1 and take +1 to momentum on a hit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
So
use
you wanna
I'm gonna use Clash and use Edge.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. Okay. And put 1 there. There we go.
Strong hit. On a strong hit, you inflict your harm and choose one. You have the initiative. So you get initiative, you inflict harm, and you can either inflict +1 harm or take +1 momentum. Do you want extra harm or +1 momentum?
I think I'll do the momentum.
Good choice because
Right?
this thing's like already gonna
It's
be dead.
weak, right? Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. It's like
your asset means that it does 1 harm, and then what's the other thing? You get +1 momentum on a hit, right?
Yes. So does that mean I get +2 momentum?
Yes.
Ooh. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. That means I'm
What
at
momentum are you up to?
10.
Oh, okay. You should probably burn momentum on something whenever you get a chance.
Okay.
So that just means like on a roll you can like roll it and then say, okay, I'm gonna burn momentum, and then it
Mhm.
just immediately like if you're at
Bleh.
10, it would immediately make whatever roll you're doing a strong hit. So
Okay.
okay, so you're gonna mark you're gonna do 1 harm, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you hit that mark button, got that. Okay, so he's at 9 out of 10 boxes. We
Okay.
can go ahead and try to end the fight. So that's going to be this other move down here. And the fight is how you move to, like, I don't know another way to say it. You move to end the fight. try
Uh-huh.
to try
Yeah,
to
yeah.
strike
I
a
get it.
finishing blow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. A um, when you make a move to take decisive action and score a strong hit, you resolve the outcome of a fight. Blah blah blah. If you do, roll the challenge dice. Do progress. Yep. When you move to take decisive action and roll a strong hit. That's weird that it mentions that you have to
Uh,
roll a strong hit and then you can like
on a
do
strong
this.
hit,
That's weird.
the,
I don't think
the
that
foe
needs
they
to
are
actually be
killed.
on there.
On a weak hit, you must
Yeah.
as above, but you must choose. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So on a
So
weak
okay.
hit, it has like a repercussion.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go to like home run bat this thing, just like
Yeah.
Team
Uh-huh.
Rocket status.
Nice.
And boom, strong hit. Okay, cool.
And you do.
And I do. So yeah, the thing just like Team Rocket blasts off.
So I got a quick question before we kind of move on.
Sure.
So say you have to use end the fight to kill something.
Yes. So
Okay,
end the fight is a progress move.
got
Anytime
it.
you're using a progress tracker in
Hmm.
order to like conclude or finish or whatever, like whatever you're tracking, there is always a progress move.
Got it.
What the narrative results of that are and like what the roles and stuff are different depending, well, slightly different, like
Hmm.
depending on what type of progress bar it is, but there's always a progress move that's made like when you're ready to try to finish.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so we will clear that bar, and I'll leave it there just in case we have to use it again. Okay, so unfortunately, that Delve the Depths does not get us any progress.
No.
Because it is just a miss. All right, so your turn.
Okay.
Delve them
So
depths.
uh how do I do that again?
You use the move Delve the Depths.
Ah, I knew that. um hang on. I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing. So I'm gonna go with haste yet again. Cause that's my game.
All right, strong hit.
Strong hit. And that means on a strong hit, you delve deeper, mark progress, and find an opportunity.
Alright, so we're gonna mark progress and roll your opportunity.
Okay.
Or pick one.
Um,
Doesn't matter.
I just pick one, or I can. I'm gonna roll one this time.
If you get a strong hit, you're allowed to pick one.
Oh, well, I rolled it
But I
anyway.
mean, it doesn't
So
matter.
yeah, it's
An
fine. An
aspect of the
aspect of the
history.
history or nature of this place is revealed.
Okay. So what is the aspect of the history or the nature of this place that is revealed?
It's a good question. Um, let's see. So, um, we're kind of in this grove, and so far we've fought a couple things.
Hmm.
One being a rat, and another being a weird crab thing. Um,
Yeah, so I'm imagining this is like
it's like a
like
swampy
they're
grove,
like
kind of.
thick trees. I don't think it's swampy. Like that's more like
No,
flooded lands. The flooded lands is like
okay.
swampy.
I'm just
I'm
wondering why there's
thinking
a crab.
I don't know. We're by the coast.
Okay.
Maybe it just like wandered up on land or something. Oh, got lost. Um,
Okay.
so I'm thinking I'm thinking it's like fairly thick underbrush and like kind of
Hmm.
hard to get through.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously there's trees. There's lots and lots of trees because this is where they're like trying to get their
Hmm.
lumber from. That
Hmm.
was the whole thing, right? And
Right.
so yeah, so we have like tons and tons of like massive trees, lots of thick undergrowth, and like kind of hard to navigate. And then we encounter something that's just like gives us some kind of advantage. So like maybe there's like some kind of like a clue to like which direction we need to go. Maybe like we see like some droppings or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, I don't know.
I mean I get yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Um yeah, so we kind of find a trail because we see maybe some like rat droppings and like the claw marks like nearing we know we're nearing the burrow that they kind of go
Okay.
to,
Yeah, that makes sense.
right?
Yeah. Okay, and
Okay.
then you can either take plus one momentum, or you or your allies may make a move that's not a progress move, which directly leverages the opportunity. So I think what makes sense here is to take the latter of those two options and use
Yeah.
another Delve the Depths to like try to follow this
Mhm.
trail, and
Mhm.
then take the
Mhm.
extra plus one and then one momentum on a hit.
Okay.
Okay,
Do
so
should I do that
I'm
or you?
gonna I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with wits because I think that makes the most sense.
Okay.
And then take an extra plus one, following a trail. Damn it, weak hit.
Wow.
Okay,
So close though.
so
Man.
roll on the following table according to your stat. Um, so we are rolling a D100, and this is the wits table. So on wits,
Hmm.
37, mark progress and reveal a danger. So let's go ahead and mark progress. Surprise, surprise, following the trail of rats leads to a danger. Let's see what that danger is. Loop. 65. You face an environmental or architectural hazard. Environmental.
Hmm.
So, we're gonna go to scroll down. Oh wait, no.
Mhm.
Where's it under themes and domains? Um, Environmental or architectural danger. Hmm.
Mhm.
Do, 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 do. So what's a trap or a snare? Features and dangers. Okay, so I'm trying to remember how this is supposed to work. So this is 30, and then oh, okay. So the dangers are right there, right? And then this is the features. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Which one of these? A trap or a snare? Maybe, or path leads you astray. Entangling plant life. Oh, that's what
I
it's
kind of
supposed to be.
feel.
You're supposed to take the danger for like the number that you rolled, I think. So
Oh, okay.
65. Where's the I'm I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be another table here. Sorry, one sec. Let me check this rulebook. Delve loop. Where's the delve moves? Risk zones, learn from your failure. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, that's under finding your path. Not that one. Delves. Reveal the danger. Okay. Try to check them. Okay, reveal a danger, blah blah blah. Check that card, check this card, check the other thing, do the other thing. So what do we get? 65. If you must pay the price while exploring and want to introduce an outcome related to the location, make this move instead of reference the pay the price table. For example, when you make camp, the depths of blah blah blah. Yep. Okay, and then 46 to 100 is found on the reveal a danger table. 46. Okay, so it's just an environmental or architectural hazard. What kind of environmental or architectural hazard might we encounter? Oracles, delve. Oh, that's right. Okay, okay, that's where this is. All right. So we go to oracles, and then we go to delve, and then we can do trap is a magic lore. So we encounter some kind of magic lore. What does that look like, do you think?
I mean, I think oh man. So we're in this grove, this tanglewood, and we encounter some magic lore. Is it that maybe these rats were like
lore, not lore, Lure?
Oh, magical lure. You think maybe they were lured here by something else, or like something's trying to take or get these rats into the woods from
this is something
for
that's
a
a danger to
purpose, or
us. Not like, oh neat, we learned something. So this is something that's probably going to try to lure us in.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe like maybe there's some kind of like rare magic giant Venus flytrap.
How's that luring us?
I think.
Does it like have a scent or something that it
I think maybe
like a plant?
it's got like it's got like some magic plant like pollen or something.
Yeah.
So like we're walking through, and then you see that shot that like, or that effect that they always use where it looks like it's like glitter floating through the air or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then we just kind of like walk through it, and we're like, oh, what is that? What's that smell? Wow, something smells really good. And then we were like walking towards like this like group of bushes, and
so sweet smelling.
Yeah, it smells really sweet. Yeah, something smells really tasty. Yeah, and yeah, and I think so. We walk to like a group of bushes, and then I think there's a shot from like an overhead shot where like we're walking towards these bushes, and right on the other side is a like giant like Venus flytrap looking thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I'm gonna try to. I think this is gonna be face danger. Um, I'm gonna try to face danger. With I'm trying to think either iron or wits. I don't know. I'm trying to. What would make more sense here? To like
I mean,
use iron to like no, we need to. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say no. I'm
mhm.
gonna I'm gonna try to use iron to like snap myself out of it and say no. We have a goal. We have an objective. All right. So face danger with iron, and I don't have a bonus to this. Ooh, weak hit. Okay, you succeed but face a troublesome cost. Choose one. You are
Mhm.
delayed and lose advantage, or suffer a new danger, -1 momentum. You are tired or hurt, endure harm. You're dispirited or afraid, take one stress, and you sacrifice resources, suffer one supply. Um, I think we're doing pretty good on. I'm doing good on health and spirit. Kind of fine on both
Mhm.
of those. I'm a little less concerned about spirit than anything else. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think maybe like I do the thing where I just like smack myself and like psych myself up. I'm like, no, come on, we got to do this. And like we turn and go, but like I think like there's a brief shot of me like kind of like looking back towards the thing like sadly like
Mhm.
oh
Mhm.
I wanted whatever that is. I'm gonna take the one stress of like not knowing what the like magic smell thing was. Like, oh
Mhm.
no, I'll never know. Okay. Um God, so stupid. Okay, cool. All right, that's my Delve the Depths roll.
Okay. So I do one now.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
Okay. Delve the depths.
Delve them depths.
And this time I'm going to roll wits.
Okay. Take your time and like search for things a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah, because before I've been just blasting on through. Oh,
Still a strong
strong
hit
hit.
every damn time. This man.
Man, I've been getting lucky.
Wait, what did I
Okay,
get? Did I get a weak hit?
so
Yeah,
on
I did.
a strong hit, you delve
Okay.
deeper, mark progress, and find an opportunity. Uh,
Okay. More progress and roll to find an opportunity. What did we find?
okay. It's a strong hit, so I can pick one too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, ooh, I like this one. The terrain favors you, or you find a hidden path.
Okay. Cool. So like set the scene.
So we just got away from this Venus flytrap thing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we're still on the trail of these rats, and we kind of what I think happened is we followed them, and we saw this Venus flytrap, and maybe that was luring some of the rats to it as well. And then we kind of see like some of the rats maybe got away from it, um, and we're kind of seeing maybe we found one that was a little injured by getting caught by this Venus flytrap. It didn't get entirely caught, but it got wounded, and then it was crawling back towards the nest. And we appear on this tunnel, and it's no longer um, it's not a huge tunnel, not like a giant cave or anything, but it's big enough for us to get in there and not it's not like a cave where we're just standing fully upright the whole time. Like there's parts where we got to crouch to get through, and we think we're on the trail of these rats that have overtaken this grove. getting closer to the nest.
Alrighty, and you're still at 10 momentum, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you've just
Yeah,
been rolling strong hit every time.
Yeah, I'm maxed out on momentum here.
It's like on fire. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, I think we do we'll do what we did last time, right? We do the take action now. So you find us a shortcut.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do the delve the depths with the +1.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll add +1 momentum on a hit. So I'm gonna
Okay.
do I have to do wits because I'm bad at the other two. I mean, it's like a 1 modifier difference, but like whatever.
Yeah.
A weak hit, another weak hit. Good lord, wits. All right.
You are to weak hits as I am to strong hits. No.
Oh, yeah. I still get +1 momentum on a hit, so I gotta mark that. And I don't think I did it last.
Nice.
I definitely didn't do it last time, so let me do that again.
Okay.
All right. D100. I had at 10. So again, mark progress and reveal a danger. Okay, so I think we have we find the nest. Well, no, hold on. We need to still roll for that. So we get out of this tunnel, we follow this thing, and then we follow this into a clearing where we see a... Check the theme card. 23. Domain.
Check
theme.
The theme card.
Domains and themes. Theme 23 is a... Denizen undermines the path. Alright, so there's Denizen. There's Denizen.
The Denizen.
D100. What is it? It's a 26. We already done a marsh rat. That makes sense. But we've already done a marsh rat. Let's do another one. 69. Oh. Wait, we already got a 69. We've already done it.
You can't do that twice. 50.
About 50.
That's what I like to see.
A boar. All right. So we get through this tunnel, and at the end of the tunnel, we can see like... Well, no, we don't. Okay. So at the end of the tunnel, there's a boar. And then I need to find the boar stats. Oh, it's right there. I'm gonna need you to not ever do that again. That's real loud. Okay, so boar. Dangerous.
It wasn't me. It was the boar.
It was loud is what it was. Don't do that, please. Thank you. All right, so boar. Okay, so boar is dangerous, and how do we want to face off against this thing? I think I'm gonna face off with it with heart. I'm gonna fight this thing. Moves. Okay. So let's do you want to just fast track this and do this as a battle?
Sure.
High risk reward. I like it. All right. All right. So you hit the boar. Find the boar. I'm like, don't worry, I'll handle this. And I'm gonna fight this thing with iron. I'm just gonna walk up and try to home run bat this boar, just like I always do. Oh god, I'm so worried. Shit. What is it? A 6?
Weak hit.
Oh, I can't burn momentum to. Damn it. Okay, you achieve your objective, but not without a cost. Pay the price.
Pay the price.
Oracles. What's the price? What's the price? Pay the price. It's harmful. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So, dangerous would do 2 harm, I believe, or 2 health. Okay. Sure. So I'll take the damage from the hit, but I managed to kill the boar, but like he gets me like pretty decent in the leg, which is fair because boars are actually like super dangerous. So that was maybe not smart. But all right, so we got the boar. Boar's out of the way. All right. So that leaves us at all of the boxes complete for this site. So when we do this, we then get to go to the last one on here for delve moves, and that is locate your objective. I will allow you because you have been rolling like everything so well. Yeah, go ahead and roll that locate your objective move.
Okay. When your exploration of a site comes to an end, roll the challenge dice and compare to your progress. Momentum is ignored on this roll. On a strong hit, you locate your objective and the situation favors you. Okay. There's no bonuses or anything to this?
Nope.
Okay. Got it.
I mean, it's going to be a strong hit. That's
How
not
did I
how
get
that works.
0?
Because you didn't put in the filled progress.
Fill the progress.
Filled progress.
So
how many progress boxes are filled?
Where is that on the shared page?
Yep.
Hang on. Yeah, it's not loading for me.
Oh, it's 10.
10. Oh.
It's 10. Which is why I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a strong hit. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so on a strong hit, make another move now and add +1 or take +1 momentum. I think we already have enough momentum for the world.
Yeah.
Well, you do at least.
We're solid.
So okay, so you find the thing, and we can make another move now and add +1. So we managed to find the thing, and we need to make a move real quick to try to figure out like what we're doing. I think we find the nest of rats, and
sure.
Let's have a like. I think we find the nest of rats, and we need to like fight a swarm of rats.
Okay.
To like get in there.
That makes sense.
Swarm. Now generally how this works is if you want to
hold
on.
Sorry. Aren't we supposed to poison them?
Well, yeah, but like we got to get in there to like get the poison food in there, right? Because otherwise, like the rats, they're just gonna eat. Like the ones that are outside are just gonna eat it, and then a couple of them are gonna die. So we got to get the food like in there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, no orphans. Got to kill the babies too. Whole families. I learned that from Futurama. The stupid penguin conservation episode. Oh my gosh. I hadn't watched that episode. I hadn't watched that show in years, and then I went to the beach and to like visit my dad. And and I was watching because it's like a weird selection of like streaming services and like TV. So I was just like, I don't want to look through all this, whatever. And so like Futurama was on, so I was like, I'm just gonna watch Futurama, and it was that episode. It's like, oh man. Anyway, sorry, that takes me back. All right, so we had a rat swarm. Let's do you want to do dangerous or formidable? Like we got like half an hour.
Formidable. Let's see how this kills us.
You can do formidable? Okay. Let's take a look at our rules summary. So for formidable, that will be 1 progress per harm. That's probably okay. And it inflicts 3 harm. So this might kill us.
Lot. Yeah, maybe we should do dangerous.
You wanna not die? I think technically the rule is if you want to fight a pack, like a medium-sized pack of something, so I think like 3 to 5 is what the thing says. It says
formidable.
it says bump its rank up 1 from whatever it is. So like the rats would normally be troublesome individually. So if we're fighting like 5 of them and there's 2 of us, then dangerous does make sense. Like that's
okay. I think we should stick with dangerous then, because I mean, if it's clear like that, then I don't want to die again.
Yeah.
We die a
lot.
Plus
we have like 2 more episodes to do. So like
I know we gotta stay alive at least.
We gotta die on that episode, not on the one before.
Yeah, we'll just go out in a blaze of glory on that episode. It'll be like, all right,
if we
this
do, like we could just make new characters. Yeah, we could just make new characters in the same world and like right?
Yeah, that's true. It wouldn't be as long anymore. We could just make them in between
Yeah.
sessions or something.
Yeah, we could. All right, so let's do a fight against a dangerous rank rat swarm. To
hmm
clarify for chat what's happening, we're fighting a rat swarm. All right, so we need to who rolled this? You rolled this? Yeah, you did. So we need to enter the fray, right? So we're gonna go to moves. We're gonna go to combat moves and enter the fray.
hmm
You can roll this for us. Are we ambushing them, or because like we got a strong hit, right? So I feel like we could ambush them if we want to. So do you want to roll with plus shadow, or do you want me to start the fight with plus heart?
I think we should ambush them. Let's do it. We came out of this tunnel. They didn't know we were coming. They were all munching on something.
Yeah.
Um,
Plus they're rats, so it's not like they're very
yeah,
smart.
yeah, that's true. We're
Yeah.
way smarter than them.
Yeah, we got the jump on them. It's fine. I mean, okay, deer are really stupid, but there's also a whole thing of like, if you're hunting, you need to stay like downwind of them because if you're upwind, like they could smell you. So like that's a
Mhm.
whole thing. So like yes, ambushing something that's dumb is still something that's like you got to
Just
actually
because
take
it's
steps, right?
dumb doesn't mean it's not aware.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. That's why
Yeah.
in D&D int and wisdom are different stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll give you that.
All right.
All right. So you want to roll enter the fray with shadow and add +1.
Okay. Enter the fray with shadow moving in position. Okay, cool. And then +1.
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Give me that strong hit.
Oh, never fails.
Never dude. You haven't.
I've
You've
had
got
quite a few strong hits in this game. I'm
the
not gonna
the
lie.
only yeah the only miss that you got was the one where you accidentally clicked like the progress roll with no progress. Where like
That's true.
you had to
Yeah.
get a 0 by default because that's how the math works. So
Yeah.
okay, cool. All right, on a strong hit, take +2 momentum and you have initiative. All right,
Oh,
fine.
I can't take any more momentum.
You can't take any more momentum.
Can I add
Um,
more on the edge of the sheet? No.
no, no. So on our next roll, if you don't roll a strong hit again, just burn initiative finally, so you can get more momentum because it's kind of being wasted.
Mhm.
Um, all right, so and we have initiative, and okay, so do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? You have
Um,
given us initiative.
you go first.
Okay,
I just
so
rolled, so it's your turn.
all right, so I'm gonna try to clash with these rats. I'm going to take my giant two-handed maul, and I'm gonna try to sweep up some rats.
hmm
And I'm gonna roll with iron. Boom. An opportunity! Yes!
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so first and foremost, it's a strong hit. We maintain initiative, and um I'm gonna go with the extra harm. So I
Mhm.
deal 2 harm by default, and then I'm gonna take the extra harm, so we're gonna deal 3, so that's 6 boxes. Damn. Um and then we get an opportunity. So let's find an opportunity. Um what's something that would make sense here? Let's look at the oracles and combat action. Nope, major plot twist. Sure, major plot twist seems good. A trap is sprung. Okay, so
Oh.
we spring the trap on them. So all
Dun,
right,
dun,
so we go in
dun.
and we like smash. I go in and I like smash like 3 of the rats
Mhm.
and just like sweep my maul across them and then just like splatter them. No, that's what it is. I get 2 of them, and then
Mhm.
um, I think a like there's like an old bear trap or something, that's like just kind of been left by, and they just kind of like go around it. But so I smashed two of them, and then a third one goes to jump at me, and it lands right on the bear trap, and that's where the extra damage came from.
Nice.
All right, your turn.
Okay. So, um, n-
Man.
sorry about that. My
Yep. Nope. You're
video
good.
keeps
That's fine. I know.
disconnecting.
Very good.
Um, so now that the fight has started, is there a specific combat move I need to use, or is it just I pick
Strike.
between? So I could just do strike or clash.
No, clash is when you don't have initiative. It's when you're like defending yourself by like fighting
And
them.
then when do I use battle then?
Battle is when you're not doing an actual combat. When you want to just like
Okay, that's when you want to do the whole combat as like one
one
roll.
roll. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's
All
for
right.
like
So
little like trivial stuff. Like you're fighting
I see.
like yeah, I don't know. Like the boar and stuff. It's like, okay, there's gonna be
Right.
like a fight, but we're not gonna like
Mhm. Right.
do an
It's not.
anime fight.
I get it. I get it. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna do strike, and it says when
Mhm.
you have initiative and attack in close quarters, roll plus iron. When you have initiative
You're
and
gonna
attack at range, roll
yeah.
plus edge.
You wanna do the staff thing again?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll definitely do the staff thing because it gives
Okay.
me my
So
advantage.
one harm instead of two, but
Mhm.
you roll with
I
edge.
get up. Yes. Exactly.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Okay. All right. And then one there. Oh, weak hit. Or no,
it. Oh,
I can burn
it's a
momentum,
miss.
right?
Okay, so it's a straight up miss. If you burn momentum, then it's a weak hit because you rolled a
So
10 on the challenge die.
gotcha. So
I
I
go
mean I
ahead and
might as
just
well
burn it.
burn the
Yeah,
momentum. Yeah.
yeah.
So what do I just -2 on momentum or do I
No, it
minus
resets down, so you can just click the burn button.
okay, hang on. Let
So
me
it should reset down to +2.
okay, got it. All right, so I burned it.
Okay, so you get a weak hit. So you inflict your harm, but you lose initiative. So
Okay.
we're losing our like control of the fight. But you
Gotcha.
managed to do your harm. So your harm is 1. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the shared box over here, and then I'm gonna hit the mark button. Okay, so we have 8 out of 10 boxes filled. But we lose initiative. Okay, so this is gonna come back to us now.
Mhm.
Um, and I think because we're close, rather than trying to like, um,
You gonna try and end the fight?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I think that's manageable. 8 out of 10. That's good odds.
um, okay. So what does this what does this look like? All right. So I think what's gonna happen here is, um, you go to attack, and what happens?
Mhm.
What happens where we start losing control?
Right. So I think what you did was you came in with your maul and you like did a big wide swing and hit like 3 of the rats and like one of them like triggered that old bear trap, right? And
Hmm.
got caught in the middle of it. And then the other two kind of got like freaked out and like lunged at me and I like managed to hit one off, but like the big rat that is maybe like I don't know, the alpha kind of came at me and it just like lunged at me and hit me to the ground and it didn't necessarily like hurt me but like I went prone for a second.
Oh, okay. So you're doing the thing where like the rat is on top of you and like snapping at you,
Yeah.
and you have your
Yeah,
like
and I got
staff up in
yeah,
its
yeah,
mouth, like trying to
exactly.
like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like holding it there and then you're there and like maybe you can't just like use your hammer to like strike straight down on it because I'm underneath it, right? But
Yeah,
like
I think the
uh,
other one, like another rat managed to like crawl up like the back of my
Mhm.
armor or something, and like
Sure.
I can't reach it
Mhm.
somehow. All
Sure.
right, so I'm gonna use there is a move that you can use once per fight. When you risk it all, you may steal initiative from your foe to make a move. Not that's not a progress move.
Mhm.
When you do add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit, I am going to try to turn the tide.
Mhm.
All right, so you can only do this once.
Turn tide.
Um, so we're gonna add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit, but if you fail to score a hit, you suffer a dire outcome and you have to pay the price. So
Ooh.
I'm going to I'm gonna try to strike with iron, and so this thing is like crawling up my back and like trying to like snap at like my neck, and I'm going to just jump up into the air in full chainmail and land on my back and splat this
Mm.
thing. If it doesn't land, this is gonna be real bad. All right, so we're taking
Don't miss.
+1. Here we go. Weak hit with a
Oh.
10. Okay, so it's still a hit, so I get +1 momentum. But we don't get advantage. So
Okay.
inflict harm. So we're gonna mark harm.
Do we both mark harm?
No.
Okay.
It's only once. Um, okay, so you mark harm. So I managed to splat this thing, and I guess narratively it kind of doesn't make sense. Well, no, we have one left, so we still need to finish the fight.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we lose initiative, which that's fine because we didn't actually
Gotcha.
have initiative, so that's why a weak hit doesn't really matter on this, and that's why turn the tide is kind of strong. So okay,
Gotcha.
so we just get free harm with no like downside. All right,
So
so your turn, and you don't have
now,
any momentum left, do you?
no, but I do have. Well, so in this
Oh wait, we don't need
situation,
it. So we have all the boxes filled, so you
right?
can
So I
you
just do end the fight, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, end the fight. Okay.
And it's going to be a strong take because we have all the boxes filled.
Right.
I could have actually just tried to do the end the fight with the 8 boxes and just like
I
there's a
thought that's what
chance.
you did try to do. No, you did turn the tide. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
choice there, like this is actually like not to spend too much time on it, but
Sure.
this is actually like an important thing to notice is that you don't actually need to fill up all of these boxes to
Right.
try to conclude it, right? So if instead I had tried to do end the fight, we would have had 8 boxes filled there, so we would have gotten a weak hit on end the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have still succeeded in what we were trying to do, but there would have been a like one of these listed like consequences. So like cool, the fight's over, we kill the thing, like we're good, but maybe like
Mm-hmm.
one of them bites us or something, and like so we take harm,
Mm-hmm.
which it would have to be
Right.
you and not me, maybe the one like right. Because like
Sure.
a bite from this swarm at dangerous deals, what did we say, 3 health?
Oh, is that what we did? Okay. Oh man, I didn't realize that.
Oh no, that
Okay.
was formidable. It would be 2 for dangerous.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would still be like
That's better. That's still a lot. I mean, we don't. We only
yeah,
have like
we have
5. So
5 max. So
yeah.
5 is the most that you can have too. It doesn't like
Yeah.
there's no like scaling up health in this.
So when
People
you
are
get to
still
like
people
epic,
regardless.
does it just do like 10 and then you're just like forever dead?
Oh, it's
Like,
5. No, it's
oh,
1 for troublesome, 2 for dangerous, 3 for formidable, 4 for extreme, and 5 for epic. So yeah, if you take
okay.
harm from an epic enemy, like
You're just done.
you're done. You're
So you
dead.
you got to perfect the epics. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. If you want to fight a kraken, well, so the thing is, like most of the time,
Mhm.
like the game almost never, almost never locks you into like you have to endure harm or you have to endure stress. And then even then
Gotcha.
there's like there's roles after that. So like if you do endure harm, if you take endure harm on like a weak hit on end the fight, right? there's still a role for indoor harm, and like there's still stuff that happens after that. It's not just like, oh, you ran out of health, you're dead. So
I gotcha.
it's like kind of like death saves, but like
Mm.
you do a save every time you take damage, kind
Mhm.
of. If that makes
Mhm.
sense. All right. So strong hit. Yeah. All right. So what do you do? What do you do to end this fight?
So I was kind of on the ground with my staff, like stopping this rat from like coming at me, and I just kind of like I wrestle him off and flick him towards a tree, and he like his back hits against the tree, and he kind of like like uh
Animal cruelty. Hate to see
yeah,
it.
like hits that tree, and then I kind of get my bearing, and then I just like golf swing on this like rat over here, just like drive him off into the woods there.
If it
Yeah.
makes it more palatable for chat, imagine these as dog-sized rats that are carrying the plague. Little,
Yeah.
little bit more understandable, huh? Yeah.
Hmm.
So, um, so okay. So we have this like infected rat swarm that like we have now concluded. I don't know why I clicked that. We didn't need to click that anyway. All right. So we've concluded the rat swarm. So we are now oh, which we forgot to do this. So for clear Aricia's Grove of the rat problem, we have successfully found the nest.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think now at this point, um we go in like unguarded, and maybe in any rats that aren't like here will like make their way
Hmm.
back to it eventually. So we maybe take some like rations, or take some like maybe like some meat or something.
Hmm.
Rats eat other rats, honestly. Like,
Hmm.
hate to see it, but rats do eat other rats. Maybe we just pile up the dead rat bodies in the
Oh
nest
my
and then
god.
just cover it with the fireweed.
The poison. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So our three things were to find the grove, right?
Yep.
And then find the rat nest. So that was the second part. And
Yep.
then
That was the delve, which
find
which included.
like defeat the rats or poison the rats, right?
Poison the rats.
And that's the last part.
That's number 3.
Or
So
and then
I'm gonna hit
we've
mark for the
got
third
one more.
one.
And then we got one more box to fill, and that I'm
Yeah.
assuming is just return to
So I think this is
Aricia.
the
Or
I think this is the interesting thing, right? Like,
okay.
so I think we leave and we get back to the town,
Uh huh.
and then let's get back and talk to what was her name?
I think it's
Me-
Meryl. Hang on.
Melia? Meliana?
Milia. Yeah, yeah.
Milia. Okay, so yeah, we go. I think we go back and we go to talk to Milia, and I think this role to fulfill, like,
Hmm.
there is a chance that like something doesn't go
Hmm.
right with this conversation. So I think it's fine
Okay.
that there's a box that's not filled on here.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Agree. That sounds cool.
All right. So I want to talk to her because I want you to play this lady. So I'm gonna have this conversation with her. I'm gonna do the role, and then let's see
That
how this turns
sounds
out.
terrible. Okay.
Moves. All right. So what moves is this? Quest move, and this is fulfill your vow. All right. Filled progress is 9. I knew it. Weak hit. Okay, on a weak hit, there is more to be done, or you realize the truth of your quest. Envision what you discover,
Mhm.
and then mark XP. You may swear an iron vow to set things right. If you do, add +1. All right. So what's the plot twist here?
Um, I think the plot twist is
Oh, well,
looking
hold on,
at
hold on, hold on. You got you like you know what it's gonna be.
no. I mean, I have an
You
idea.
have an idea?
I
Okay,
think.
I'm good with it. All
Yeah.
right, so let's play it out. All right, so our two, one handsome and one
Okay.
very forgettable
Mm-hmm.
heroes return to the town,
Mm-hmm.
and we come back and we find what's her name,
Milia, yeah.
Milia. So we come back and we find Milia, and I think we maybe she's like in the like town hall like doing something, and I
Sure.
say, lady council person,
Mm-hmm.
um, it we have on behalf of the uh what do we call it? On behalf of the refugees, we have
Mm-hmm.
heard that you um on behalf of the refugees and of yourself, we have heard that you needed the rat problem taken care of from Erisia's Grove. We have taken it upon ourselves to venture to the grove, and we have rid the grove of this nest so that your town of Axerock may once again farm the lumber of the grove.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I I I see I heard what you did, and I cannot believe you thought that planting fireweed in the grove would help this rat problem. Sure, it gets rid of the rats, but now what are we going to do with all these poison trees? We can't burn that wood any longer,
I'm sorry, what?
right? That
No, no, you're good. That's in
yeah,
character.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, okay.
uh,
Yeah. It's like,
ma'am, what?
yeah, the the fireweed is clearly a poison. We can't use that wood to start fires for this town any longer. You've ruined the whole grove.
But, but, it, but it's called fireweed.
Yes, and it destroys everything just like a fire does.
Oh, oh, I am so sorry.
Hmm.
How can we make this right? Don't put this on the refugees. That's on the two of us. We're the
Hmm.
idiots who came up with the plan.
Hmm.
Like we need to make it right. These people need a place to stay, and we need your
Hmm.
vote. So
I
whatever
don't think
you
it.
whatever you need, we on
Hmm.
behalf of them will. You know what I'm saying? We can work
Hmm.
this out. You know what I'm saying? What
Well,
do you need help with? Like, let us help you.
I don't blame the refugees, and I'm on the side to let them into the town anyway. But I think you need to help us find a new grove for trees and maybe start a new farm on this town. If you could get some of the refugees to start a new farm on the east side of town, I think that would help.
So by start a farm, do you mean like
Like a
like like a whole
grove, like
farm or like what kind of farm? Like with
like
like
a
beets?
like a replacement tree grove because that fireweed is going to destroy that entire grove for the next 20 years.
Oh. Okay, so you need like trees then, not like a
Mhm.
farm cuz like you don't
Yeah.
like farm
Right.
trees, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I mean Christmas trees, I guess,
More
but
of like a
yeah.
mining background, so like I don't really know how plants work.
Sure. Mhm.
Um I think Lev probably knows more about that. You know what? Look, I'll let Lev take care of this. But yeah, we will. I hit my mic. I am
Mhm.
sorry. We will. I shoot her the finger guns. I'm like, we will absolutely do that. Give us about 1 week, and we'll get right on that.
Mhm.
Approximately 7 days, give or take
Mhm.
15 minutes.
Mhm. Give or take 15
Oh
minutes.
wait, hold on. Sorry. There's a specific way to do this. So let's go ahead and an orchard is a tree farm. Yeah. Okay. Fair point,
Mhm.
chat. All right.
Mhm.
Um. Damn it. You're right. But like, you wouldn't say
Orchard.
farm when you mean. Uh, anyway. Um. Anyway, so I hold up or what? How was I doing this? Oh yeah, I hold a hand over my heart on my chainmail,
Hmm.
and I bunch it up a little bit, which is probably hard to do because chainmail is heavy. And I say, um, I vow to convince. This will be easy. I vow to convince the refugees to start a orchard. Wait, or did we need a what do you actually call that? A like protected area of like trees for harvest. It's not an orchard, right? Because orchard is
I
for
mean,
like fruits or
say
like
an orchard is for like apples or something, right?
right?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, I would say like a grove or like a maybe like a steading or something.
Start a new grove to replace the one we ruined. Okay. And I'm going to hit clear. And then we're going to moves. And then this will be like the last move for the session. We're going to go to quest moves and we're going to swear an iron vow
Dun, dun,
with
dun.
heart. And we're going to add +1. Wait, why am I taking +1? I know that I'm taking +1 for some reason, but I forget what it is. Cancel. Hang on. Was it from the fulfill the vow? Oh yeah.
Uh,
Okay, if you swear an iron vow to set things right. So I'm gonna swear the iron vow to set things right. I'm gonna roll with heart and +1. Fuck. Can I burn? No, you can't burn momentum on that. Damn it. Alright, take +1 momentum and envision what you'll do. Determine, but begin your quest with more questions than answers. Yeah, that seems fine. We're not, it's not a plantation. We're not.
Plantation,
Nope. No.
farm, plantation,
Hard,
nursery.
hard no. Got a bunch of refugees gonna start. I'm not even gonna finish that
It
sentence
is
so that you
it
can't
is a
clip it.
tree farm if we're cutting them down. You're right, Elegante.
All
Yeah.
right, fair.
We're planning on cutting them down.
All
I
right, so
think.
take plus
I
one
think it's
momentum
like
and
firewood.
envision what you do to find a path forward. It's like, oh, okay. So I think we step out of like we're
Hmm.
like on the steps of like the town hall or whatever,
Sure.
and I'm like, well, I think this is gonna be a lot more work than we expected.
Hmm. I think um I think we got her vote for the refugees though, right?
No,
What? No, because like
no,
that's what she was saying that
no,
she
we
wanted.
failed.
We got a weak hit. That's
Yeah.
not failing, is it?
No, there's more to
It's
be
just
done.
well, okay, so we have to get a new grove started and then we get it. Is that what it is?
Yes, yeah.
Ah, I see.
So
Okay.
right, but by the way though, we still
Mhm.
do mark experience, but we get reduced experience. So what was the difficulty of this? Of the grove
Uh,
one?
I thought
It was
um,
troublesome, right?
I thought it was yeah, troublesome, I guess. I don't know.
Do you still have it on your sheet?
No, no, I don't.
Okay, I think it
Yeah,
was
I don't think I
troublesome.
ever had it on my sheet.
Okay, anytime we do a vow, you have to add it because
I
you need
don't
to be tracking it.
remember. I thought that was on the shared one though.
No, I didn't put the vow
Mm,
on the share. It should have been, but I didn't put it on there.
mm, okay, I don't remember.
Mostly because I forgot to use that because I'm used to playing this
Got it.
like
Okay,
solo
so
or with like
troublesome
5
then.
people.
But we finished that one,
Um,
right?
no,
We didn't finish the clearing the rats out of the grove.
no, we got a weak hit. So on a weak hit, there's more to be done, or you realize the truth of your quest. Envision what you discover. which you had the idea of like, no, y'all fucked
Right.
this up. The whole point was to get the trees,
Uh-huh.
and you ruined the trees.
Okay.
Um, and then mark experience. If it's troublesome, you get 0. So you get one less. You get one less XP than you normally would.
Oh, I see.
But since it's troublesome, we would only get 1 XP normally, so we don't get any XP. And then you may swear an iron vow to set things right. If you do, add +1. So we could just not get the progress.
Mm-hmm.
We could not get the progress and just move on
Mm-hmm.
to like the next person, and then at the
Hmm.
end we could just
Circle
roll
back.
with like
Hmm.
8 points instead of 10, right? Just like
I
get
gotcha.
4 out of the 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could actually like we could like make this vow and make it right and make sure that we get this lady's vote. So like we
Okay.
already did the scene where where like I swear the vow to like make it right, because like that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of feels like the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm. That
So
makes
I
sense.
think we go with that. But
Yeah, I think we just go with trying to make it right. I mean, we already know one of the farmers, right? He gave us the fireweed, right?
yeah, yeah, make
So
him plant something
maybe
else.
it wouldn't be too hard to get like another or get the refugees to start something.
Yeah,
Just be like maybe convincing one of their leaders or a couple of their leaders to like get some of their farm refugees to start in an area outside of the town or something. I don't know.
yep, sounds good. Okay, well, that sounds like we got a plan for next week.
Dun, dun,
Um, so
dun.
we're gonna
No
have two
progress.
more. Yeah, we're gonna have 2 more episodes. So we got to talk about since we have a few minutes left over. Let's talk about like pacing.
Mhm.
So we can maybe get like enough of this done if we get 2 done like two two progress bars done like next week. But
Mhm.
one thing that's gonna like really need to necessitate is that we like fast track a bunch of scenes.
Mhm.
And I don't mean like skipping on descriptions and stuff. I mean like taking a look at like when we're looking at consequences of stuff, to not choose consequences that are going to, or not choose consequences or opportunities I should say, that are going to add like stuff that's going to take up extra time. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So normally, like, if you're not like concerned about time, or like if you're playing this on your own or whatever, then you kind of just pick whatever makes sense for the story, whatever feels right, or whatever like makes the more sense or whatever. Um, but another option is if you're trying to like if you're playing this with a group of friends and you're like, okay, we're gonna play this until like 10 o'clock. Another thing that you might look at is like what's going to get us to the like objective, right? Play a little bit like a little bit more gamey, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Cuz like I think this game strikes like an interesting balance in I it's an interesting balance between like all of the mechanics are focused on like driving the narrative,
Mhm.
but at the same time I like very often don't feel I don't feel like really like sucked into the narrative. Like sometimes it happens like
Mhm.
where you'll have scenes where like maybe like a 15 or 20-minute scene in let's say like D&D or something, where like you're going through and you're having a conversation and you're doing the thing and you're doing all the stuff in character. Um but like this game's like snappy. So it can be really easy to just go from roll to roll to roll, and like, okay, we're doing this, okay, we're doing that, okay, we're doing this,
Mhm.
which is kind of like it's kind of the pace that we need to keep to try to like finish
Mhm.
this quest, if we want to try to finish this quest with the number of episodes that we have left.
Mhm.
So it's kind of, I don't know, like I really like the game. yeah, I really like the game on the whole, but I think it's an interesting like it's an interesting thing. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
Same with
no,
my
I mean,
snapping.
I kind of agree. Like you can I kind of like the idea that you can do like a battle instead of like a fully fleshed out fight with like strikes and
Yeah.
clashes and enter the fray and turn the tide and end the fight. You can just be like, okay, this is an insignificant fight. Like we're just gonna battle it. And like maybe that's the way you're supposed to go about it when you go into it's like if you maybe only want to have like one really like fleshed out fight, you just do a battles for everything until that last fight or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a really valuable tool that I wish more games had where it's like
Hmm.
look, conflict like a fight or like conflict is going to be part of the game, but it's not always going to be the most important thing narratively. So like yeah, you
Mhm.
might run into like a couple of goblins, right? Do
Mhm.
you really want to roll initiative? Do you really want to like take
Right.
turns and like do you really want to go through and like do all of the stuff?
Mhm.
Like sometimes it's just like not like it's okay to have it because like it makes sense to like okay you encounter
Mhm.
some random goblins or something,
Right.
um like it adds something to the narrative, but the whole like process of going through a fight in like D&D
Mhm.
or like Pathfinder 2 takes up so much more time in a lot of cases than
Sure.
is really narratively than the
Right.
benefit that it provides to the narrative. So something like if there was an equivalent to like something like this battle roll in
Mhm.
D&D,
Mhm.
I think it would like I yeah, just it would make it like a whole lot better where you could
Sure.
just have
Yeah.
these like scenes with like trivial fights and it's just like
Mhm.
hey, just do this simple
Right.
roll.
I totally agree because like a lot of the time especially if you're playing from the side of like the DM, it's like you know what the story is you want these characters to go through, and so much of the time the characters just kind of get stuck in this like muck of like I don't know what to do and I'm just going to go and fight these skeletons or these goblins, and it's not really what you had for the idea you had for this grand scheme of your campaign, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you make more of the fights like these quick and I guess the way you would do in D&D is like you sometimes do like the skill check fights or whatever or the instead of like doing a whole fleshed out combat scene.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that can
like,
work sometimes.
there's some stuff that you can do, but like the system
Mhm.
doesn't have an actual mechanic. Like, as far
Right.
as I
Yeah.
know, even in
You just kind
like
of fudge
the
it, right?
optional
Yeah.
rules, yeah,
Yeah.
there's not even like optional rules for like here's
Mhm.
how to like fast track a fight and not have to do all of
Mhm.
the like fighty parts. I mean, because
Sure.
that game is like, I mean, when it comes down to it, that game is about fighting monsters. So like, why would they
Right.
put an option in
Mhm.
there to like
Right.
skip the fighting part of the fighting
Mhm.
monsters? It's like
Sure.
yeah, I get it, but like at the same time, like also narrative stuff. So
Yeah.
like you can't have your cake and eat it too. Is it a narrative
Mhm.
game or is it a fighting
Mhm.
game or is it both? Because if it's gonna do both, then sometimes I might want to like skip one part of it.
Right.
So like, do I have rules for that? No. Well,
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyway, so that is Ironsworn episode 2.
Episode 2.
All right. I am
Oh.
going to again. We're gonna do a 3-minute outro. I'm gonna roll some ads. If you'd like to stick around and give the channel a little bit of support, just let the
Mhm.
ads play. If you don't want to, perfectly reasonable. It be what it be. But
Mhm.
bye.